It's all out of control. Out of control.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I am Pseudo. Happy New Year! Welcome to 2024, and we're going to be jumping into our modified Druid build tonight. The careful observer will notice that this is not a Norn, and this is completely fair. I've been going over the Druid traits. They have some amazing stuff, and notably is this Blood Moon trait. You'll see these ticks are quite high, and I haven't even finished gearing out this alternate version of my little red and black warrior, but we're going to be what's the right word? Wandering around the wilderness tonight to avoid some alliteration. Welcome back, Aries. Hopefully you had a wonderful new year. And yeah, as always, I need the pets so we can start off with a different build, but works very similar. The build is in the description. It is updated, and I hope that you guys enjoy chilling tonight. We'll also be doing our giveaway. I should probably update the title for this so that people know. But yes, we are back. Sorry, I was extremely busy and then extremely sick. Plus, World vs. World was crashing everybody because hex codes are great. Let's just say that. Lots of Chinese players griefing the American servers, but with good reason, because they want the bug fix that crashes everybody, because they'd like to play the game. So who knows? Let me update the description really quickly. Let people get here. But yeah, thank you for joining. Welcome back. I am Pseudo. The Broken Builds Vindicator video is done. That will be up on the channel tomorrow. Hopefully you all enjoy it. So get subscribed, I guess, if you would like to catch that, or just pay attention. So either one works, and we will be doing trivia tonight. There'll be 2 questions. Each will actually be for 50 gold, which will be 100 gold total because we missed last week. But yeah, how this works, let me just pull this up real quick. Unsure if this is going to capture correctly, but how this trait works, we don't even have other traits, just gotta finish this. This trait is nuts because it also has PvE scaling. So despite it being a long duration, not multi-stack condition, this is crazy to me that every time you apply immobilize, you also employ bleeding. No idea why. And you apply like 12 seconds of bleeding base with Selly gear, but we're gonna be finishing this up tonight, having some fun, maybe getting a smoke scale, maybe not. But yeah, jump in, hang out, and win some gold. And let's go just check TD real quick as soon as I get out of combat somehow, or how this is going to work. We can start off with a Norn build, actually. I don't want to bore everyone to death right out of the gate. Remember to hydrate, chat. Fortunately, you are buffering like crazy. I don't think there's anything I can do on my end for that, but if there is, let me know. I wish they could just share racial so I could use my sweet Norn look for it, but it is what it is. Let's hop in. Hey, if you want to do the event trains for me while I run around the borderland, I'm not going to say no, Aries. Not gonna turn you down. I'll even pay you for it. I'll pay you for it up front. Tell you what, if anyone wants to help Aries, go grab him in a party, and I'll pay you both. How about that? Yeah, no, it'd be wonderful to live in like a first world country like the United States where it has like good download and upload, right? That'd be great. Okay, I live there. It's not much better. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, gliding's still disabled. I forgot. This is kind of cool. This is like a no gliding World versus World day. This is pretty sweet. I'm actually kind of excited about this. I'm going to check real quick while we run into this camp and get some harvesters if this event chain is up. Duh. I even remember to unmute Winamp after recording all that audio. I'm the best. Oh, man. No gathering tools equipped. What a scrub. Who doesn't have gathering tools? Who doesn't sort their inventory as well? One day I'm going to have to 1v1 my inventory, guys, right? Guild Wars 2 events. Hello, Margaret. There we go. Warclaw. Mush. Ooh, getting some lag already. Go this way. PD Chalk Errant is going on. Let's just check that real quick. See if there's a map we can snag. I need a tree and I need a smoke scale, and the trees I know you can just go pick up. But smoke scale's a little bit more complicated, tragically. Why can I not see the waypoint? Video game. That was weird. Thank you so much. Oh, I gotta switch to my streaming playlist as well. I keep forgetting I have an alternate one. As you do, when you don't want to get pulled off of YouTube for copyright reasons that are out of your control. Yeah, hopefully y'all had a wonderful New Year. Mine was pretty chill. Just kind of hung out with the girlfriend. Pretty aight. Not one for holidays. Now I get to do all the returns post-holiday, which is great. Alrighty. And if anyone has any questions following the Broken Vindicator build video, let me know. I tried to take my time with it, and not just sort of like crap out something, because I try to put some effort into these things. For you guys, make it as intelligible as I can, make the combos as clear as I can, and hopefully you get something out of it too, in addition to me just making cool videos for catharsis on my part. Probably should have checked that map before I switched. Oops. Well, they just finished. That's a good sign. No smoke scale. That's a bad sign. Check the other one just real quick like. But essentially the new Druid build revolves around you being able to just apply crap loads of immobilize and honestly CC, regular CC, to your target with very little effort. And you can chain up to, I think it's 4 pulsing immobilizes on a Sylvari Druid, because they have that funky racial skill that's like single target faster cast entangle, which is actually really good because it has basically no cast animation that somebody's looking for. So even if they cleanse or dodge that one, you've got like 3 more that you can throw on people. I tested it out in PvP, like, not in PvP, what's the word for it? Oh, one of my other druids, sorry, I'm like all over the place today. Other druids who already had it, but I wanted to Fashion Wars that lady, so we have to go find the pets. So that's maybe what we'll be doing for this stream. But yeah, jump in, hang out, win gold, chill stream for the new year. This one's in a weird place, I think. It's like around the corner up here. Got some weird oozes I don't usually see. Got a veteran enemy smoke scale. Not seeing them. I think this is where they usually pop. Like south of the camp by the cave entrances. Maybe up here? Oh my god, Ares, you're the best. I'll go get that tree while you do that. Nope, they only have the enemy smoke scales here, tragically. No, there is one! Holy crap! Okay, Ares, you don't have to do it. Thank you, though. We are good. I can just jump into this map and grab it. They actually finished the Tekka Nuok events. That is great. I just have to grab it before the map resets in like 10 seconds. It'll be fine, I'm sure. What could go wrong? Items still recharging. My butt. I'll make finishing this up easy. Ares is going to be a master of getting smoke scales by the end of this build, though. Going to be like the hero Gotham needs for smoke scales. Gotham? Do smoke scales live in Gotham? They probably don't. They're probably too smart for that. This is not Tekka Nuok. Yeah, dude, thank you so much anyway. I really appreciate it. Saved me a bunch of time. I'd like to be able to prep these, but between an actual job and the gym and everything, I don't have time to play Guild Wars every day in addition to actually like playing Guild Wars, you know, on stream and stuff. Oh, I do have a couple big announcements in addition to our giveaway. So arenanet, 2 really cool things for this month that I know of at least. Starting this Friday, there's going to be a world restructuring beta, which is a fancy name for alliances, but not alliances because we can't do alliances, so we're doing guild alliances. But basically, the TLDR on this is you get to play with your guild if you have your guild selected. So for anybody who is curious, we will be using the VVOA or WOA or whatever you want to call it guild that I've been inviting a couple people to. I'll be running around, so if anyone wants to join, make sure you have that selected as your guild before Friday. I'll try to get the word out. But yeah, tell your friends, like Aries, tell your friend who I invited. Hopefully we can all run around the Borderlands as like a little mercenary group and tear it up. It's going to be pretty fun. If anyone else out there wants to join, let me know. I'll get you an invite before Friday. I do want to test if EU people can join that guild. I don't think they can, but that is definitely something we could test tonight as well. And that would be pretty fun, honestly, if kind of a workaround if they could. Oh no, did it reset with a laser? Oh, crud muffins. Was it just here and I like screwed it up? No, it's further down. Okay, had a heart attack. Oh, it's right here. It says right here. The map reset already? No. It's a juvenile smoke scale right here. Y'all saw it. It was on the map. I moused over it. Maybe that one ranger snagged it. Ah, crap. That be how it do sometimes. Oh man, that sucks. Stop shooting me. I'm looking for weird rat dogs that teleport. I should have friended that one ranger and then just teleported directly to them. No, it hasn't reset yet. Am I just blind? Someone's probably shouting at their screen, like, with the delay. I have to change the title of the stream to Smoke Scale Hunting. It's superfluous. They pop in a different location? The wiki doesn't seem to say they do. There's only one left. Maybe someone probably ran the event for one, got it, then that guy got it, and then somebody running by got it, because there's only 3 that spawn every time, which is idiotic. Ah, damn. It's on top of the mountain. Okay, Maddie, be my guide. It's on top of the mountain. Up here. Are you a juvenile smoke scale? There's one. Not a juvenile though. Gonna like depop as soon as I see it. Tiger. What I get for not being dude, you gotta log fast. This is all on me, but like it's gonna reset in like a minute. Oh man. On top of the mountain. This pseudo trivia night where I get to play What Is the Chat Talking About. This south below the camp by the cave entrances. This is the stupidest place on God's green earth, arenanet. On top of the mountain, up here maybe. Bunch of pocket raptors. Smoke scale there. I play this game on a controller because I have for 10 years. It's I started with it, and that's what I do. It works really well on Steam Deck for like map completion and stuff. I can help you get set up if you have any questions. But I've done, yeah. You know, play with whatever works for you. I like to sit back and relax. I've done every kind of content in the game on a controller. It's not like WoW where you need literally like a piano full of buttons. This game definitely has a bunch of inputs that are just enough for a controller. We're going to be doing giveaways tonight, so if you want to hang out and win some gold, feel free. If not, cheers. No worries. But yeah, right now it's smoke scale hunting with Pseudo because he's an idiot. Damn it. I bet that guy grabbed the last one, or at least the only one I saw. Maddie's going to log in and be like, oh, they spawn here. And I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, of course they do. Sorry, I am still under the weather a little bit, chat, so if I sound a little bit hoarse, that's why. Been quite sick. It's been extremely fun. I almost threw up like 8 times. How about if I just tame one of these guys, right? Veteran Tizak. Oh well, I give up. That's tonight's smoke scale hunting. We'll come back to this, but I'll go get a tree for now. How do I even get to Lily of Elon? I guess I could. How do I get to Crystal Desert? Give it a last-ditch effort here. Heart of Thorns. I've seen them depop like right in front of me before too. That's too bad. I will get it eventually. Be able to trade smoke scales between my rangers. Highlands, I'd have to run backwards, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll just teleport over here. This is not River Islands. Desolation, sir. Are they in Vabby? Right, they're in Vabby, which is weird. I have a short. If you can't find it on my channel, let me know, but I have a short where I roll through all of my, like, controller setup, like all my key bindings, and I have a downloadable file with the programs I use, because you can map it through Steam, like big picture mode on a Steam Deck, but because there's so many different portables now, I wanted to make it more easy, or easier, sorry, I can't talk today, byproduct of being stupid and being sick at the same time. But I have a short on the channel for the actual keybinds, and then I have a downloadable for the files if you want to use XPatter like I do. Let me go grab it for you 1 second. I'll start my character running toward Vabby, so you guys have some extremely entertaining stuff to watch. It doesn't matter if you suck on it. Like, you can do what I recommend people do, and what honestly I do on my little portable, is I just do map completion, and all you need for that is like basic movement setup. Oh, I forgot everything hurts in Path of Fire. All you need is like basic movement, and then you just grab the BlishHUD plugin from you know, I think it's blishhud.net or something. You just Google it, and you grab Teket's module pack for map completion. You can just do it like AFK. It's the most relaxing thing in the world for this game. Plus, you're like making money in the best way you possibly could, because making legendaries and selling them is still literally the best way to make money in this game. Well, it was 10 minutes ago, Maddie. Jeez. It's almost like I didn't stream for a week and people don't know that I didn't die. Although pretty close. I was so sick. Nah, man, I'm just kidding. I don't blame you. How are your holidays? There's actually a couple people that play the game with a controller on a pretty high, I wouldn't say I play at a high level anymore, but there's, like, since I've started streaming, I've had a bunch of people jump in and be like, yo, there's, like, another person that plays with a controller. This is dope. Let me find the short for you. Hang on. I'll save you some time. I know what it's called. Sky scale, fly. Hopefully don't die. Yeah, and if anyone else catching the VOD or, you know, has any questions, let me know. Happy to help you guys out. Getting close to Vabby. This is close enough. All right, let me find the short. Also, I need to dye my sky scale. Very important. Where's 2? Direct channel. Shorts. Search. Controls. That's not helpful. There we go. Found it. Chat. No, I had something. I had like your typical holiday cold, and then I got my updated COVID booster, and that kicked the shit out of me, Maddie. But, you know, I did it to myself. It is what it is. I don't regret it. Kind of what you got to do to exist in, you know, the world these days. If that's what you're into. Not going to push my beliefs on anyone else. Ultra not into that. Yeah, so the 2 programs I use, how do I say your name? Chris, is I use XPatter for the general mappings, which is like, it's older, but it's like $10. And then I also use Rewaz because I have an Elite controller. But if you don't want, to do something like that, like you can just use one or the other. And if you have any kind of portable with a AMD CPU, like the Steam Deck or any of the GPD Wins or anything like that, you actually get a Rewaz license for free, or at least you used to. So you just start Guild Wars 2 as an executable in Windows mode, and you can just paste my profile in and it should work fine. But otherwise the Keybinds Ultra won't make sense. Yeah, Aries, I hear that. Like, there are certain times when you're sick, you can like do stuff, and then there's certain times where you're like, if this doesn't clear up, I can't work tomorrow, you know? And where you're just like, you know, even if you're sitting at a computer, like my brain isn't on right now, right? And it was really too bad because I had a pounding headache as part of the byproduct of it. I probably wasn't drinking enough water, but pounding headache, like migraine level, like actual migraine level. And my girlfriend and I decided to watch Across the Spider-Verse, which has some of the best animation I've ever seen in my life. And I really want to watch again, but is also one of the most visually complex movies I've ever seen, which was not helping, right? So it's just like, oh, I want to watch this, but I need to close my eyes. Yeah, it was not great. Yeah, today I'm feeling fine. It was just, you know, a wait it out and see thing. I hope you're feeling better too, Aries. Also, if you are doing the smoke scale events, I'll pay you. Jesus Christ. But we will be doing giveaways tonight. I have one trivia question that I actually prepared and I remembered the answer to today. You know, small life goals. And also one that'll just be RNG. So if you'd like to enter that, just stay tuned. Be doing that in probably about 15 minutes. But yeah, I'll be showing you where to get the tree, I guess. And the reason we're getting a tree is because it has Entangle, and the reason we're getting Entangle is because Entangle is broken. I need to get out of my... I realized this when I was going through some of the traits and like troubleshooting this build. I have this... like, no, I believe in paying people for their work if they're not doing something for themselves. I know I don't have to pay you. You probably have more money than God, but I will. It's more of a karmic thing for me, honestly, because I get weird when people give me stuff for free. I'm Italian, so if I don't know what to do with like happy when it shows up, so you know, it'd be like, aren't we having a good time? And it'll be like, yeah, well, shit can happen. So it's not a you thing, it's a me thing, honestly. But yeah, it's been nuts. I was telling a story, but I forget because my brain's all over the place. But I'm just happy to be able to play some Guild Wars, man. If anyone wants to remind me what I was talking about, that'd be fantastic, and you're a gem. But if not, I understand. I can't stand the way the Sylvari run. Is that weird? I think that's why I don't have more of them. Also, I think I went the wrong way. Definitely went the wrong way. Oh well, this Dragon Mastery's busted. Let you get into combat on a dragon, it's pretty sick. Dude, this... So, how do I describe this? Traits that trigger without a cooldown that apply other conditions to conditions that are already strong are broken because A, that's applying two conditions, and two, it's essentially applying cover conditions because this game works on last in, first out. And if you don't know what that is, oh, I remember what I was going to say. So if you don't know how this game converts boons or conditions, it's generally, not always, but generally it'll cleanse the last condition that was applied. So something like Entangle with this Blood Moon trait, and I am all the way off the beaten path here. This Blood Moon trait, right, that applies bleeding every time you immobilize or entangle, or sorry, brain, stop, fuck you, entangle or daze of CC a foe, is whenever you apply that entangle, it will then apply a cover condition of bleeding. And then because you used entangle or the Jacaranda skill or your pulsing Druid 5 or your actual entangle or your Sylvari entangle, it will only cleanse the bleeding if they use a single condition cleanse button. So because there are, like, you know, more of those than dual condition cleanse, although that's fairly common in the game nowadays, it just is an added layer of protection for what's already a really difficult to deal with mechanic. And this leads into what I was talking about, where I need to get out of this mentality of like, okay, this thing is unfair and I don't want to play it, so I'm going to try to make a build without it, essentially. Because I feel bad when I make things that are just like chain entangle, there it is, chain entangle ranger, or something like an elementalist that just doesn't die, and I'm like, some stupid part of my brain that still has a soul, I'm like, okay, this isn't fair and I shouldn't play it. And then I realized that everybody is playing the unfair shit, and I should at least disseminate, like, even if I'm not going to play it on, the reg, I should make builds for it and disseminate it to you guys. So that's what I'm going to try to do for my broken builds videos going forward. It is what it is. Okay, we have found the tree. We have found the tree spot. Keep your eyes peeled, chat, for a juvenile tree. It seems wrong. This is where the map says, but this seems wrong. Maybe you need an event. I thought it was like up. There it is. We have a tree. Ouch. Does the tree have a knockdown? Like when you have this thing fight something, does it use the stupid knockdown thing that it has? Because here's essentially what you do. You press F2, and then check that out. Look at all that bleeding. Oh, it only did 2 pulses. That's weird. I wonder if the guy, like, cleansed it or something. Because Jacarandas do have a cleanse. Let's try this out over here. Oh my god. I gotta get out of Jacaranda land, man. These things are scary. I should also probably set, like, other traits. But check this out, right? A lot of bleeding. Was that like 37 stacks before he died? So yeah, I have high hopes for this version of this build, to say the least. I was already, no joke, like this was my winning build of 2023. Well, I don't think it's the best. I still think the Revenant build's probably the best. This was probably my favorite that I made and I was having the most fun with. So more ridiculous crap on top of it is only going to make the build better. All right, let's run here. Let's set up the rest of this build. It does take a couple weird infusions, so if you're going to run the Ascended version, prepare for that. There are like actual reasons that you do want those infusions if you check out the build in the build editor, but if you can't get them, don't worry about it. It's not going to really make or break a fight, although I say that now. So let's hop back into Armistice. Get ready for trivia. Make sure the stream has not crashed. Aries, if it's buffering for you, try Twitch. Like, heaven forbid, but open Edge and try Twitch. I've had people say that that works a lot better. Alright, looks good, sounds good. Got a glowing char in our face. Playing the Rev build? That's good. I hope he gets enough out of the broken builds video. I hope I was descriptive enough. I tried to go over a couple of the combos and not just do like, here's the fight montage this time of me knowing how to play the build and then abandoning y'all to sort of figure it out on your own. Although I was explaining it for like 4 streams, so I'm glad he was able to get his hands around it. Alrighty, we are good there. Let's actually set up these traits here. Thank you, arenanet, for the ability to paste this in. I infinitely appreciate that as a build crafter. I just want to provide you guys with cool builds, man. I do have one warrior build that I want to show off, but I'm really gonna wait and see what happens on the, what's it called, the like February balance patch, which I need to look up the date of again. I'm gonna wait and see what happens there because I am scared. And I'm scared because every time I make a warrior video, they nerf whatever I make. And I think that's me main charactering like way too much, but also I just don't want to make something, show it to you guys, and then have it get instantly nerfed out of existence. You know what I mean? So I'd like to give you guys as much lead time as possible. Should be good there. So we're actually going to have to give up the trait that removes conditions when we enter Celestial Avatar, but we'll have this Blood Moon trait. And the cool thing about Celestial Avatar is you'll notice this also doesn't have a cast time. So, like, say I'm still in combat. One cool thing that you can do with either of these traits is if you're in combat, which you can see my lady is already because she's super aggressive, is if I had conditions on me, I could press Celestial Avatar as a free condition cleanse. It wouldn't stun break me, but I would cleanse the conditions that I had on me. But I can also do this, and it will CC my opponent. Even if I was stunned, I can still do that. So this gives you a lot of added counterplay. Even if you can't directly break the stun, if you are stunned, this makes it almost a pseudo-stun, if you will. I know, bad pun, not intended, but pretty giving myself props for that one. But yeah, it's not that bad, honestly, a trait. There's a couple things that work like that in the game where they don't have cast times and there aren't stun breaks, so you can cast them regardless of whether or not you're stunned. But other than that, the traits are the same. You can obviously also spec into skirmishing if you wanted to go full bore on the blood sort of condition side. And our hint, our trivia question will deal with that a little bit later. So what I want to do if I can get out of combat is show you this trait. Where is it? Not that one. Where is it? This one. Hidden barbs, your bleeding inflict is more dangerous. So this actually chunks bleeding up to be a relevant condition. Usually it's like pretty mediocre a condition, but this makes this whole build, you know, you saw I stacked 33 bleed ticks on that guy, and I may end up, you know, finalizing this build with this trait, but check this out. Go over here, press all my entangle buttons as you do. You know, pretty solid amount of bleed ticks going up on this guy without me even hitting him, you know what I mean? Gets that up to about 2,000 health per second. And we haven't even finished our build out. I think I don't have runes and sigils, and I'm not even sure if my gear has stats. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're going to be running with the marksmanship version because I love the synergy that marksmanship has with hammer. And let's stat out our stuff. Yeah, I didn't have runes yet. Or infusions, that's what it was. I believe this was still running Firebrand. Yes. Firebrand. Be doing the giveaway in 5 minutes. If you'd like to enter, get to a safe place. Be running that for 15 minutes as well. No worries if not. I totally understand. Either way, anyone is allowed to enter, even Maddie, who wins every week. Although he's got to run for his money. He's going to have to, like, out-read my mind, which Ares managed to do last time, which was impressive. That's not Celerity. And I can't play this song. They are super sketch about you playing Evangelion. Don't know why. More hype music. Where's... Oh, I have to play it. I finally found a FLAC, or FLAC version, lossless version of our channel theme song. So in my spare time that I don't have, I'm going to have to edit that into all the intros and stuff, but hopefully YouTube compression doesn't destroy this and you guys can enjoy it. Yeah, we can do later. Oh no, I'm out of weird cake. I'm also out of statuettes because I had to fashion wars this lady. Kinda not the best. Let's probably do my weekly key farm again. There we are. Need the food. Have to hop over to the other druid. Watch there be a smoke scale on this map somehow. Perfect. All right. It's texting me. Where's my weird cake? Weird cake acquired. I need to complete this intro adventures compendium thing. I keep getting notifications for things that I do not... I'm not a new player, arenanet. Come on. I don't know if that's just bugged or what. Just got using the bank. Very interesting what the arenanet chooses to teach you about and not teach you about. I want to know from you guys, is anyone new ever gained anything from that? Because I pulled my audience of like 4 new members and they all said no, but I could be completely off base here. Ares! Dang. It's good to have minions. I mean friends. He send you a bunch of money. What'd I give you last time? 20 gold? I'll give you 30 gold this time. Best gold farm in the game is confirmed doing trivia with us. And also having me just like pay you to do stuff. Or, you know, day trading. I'm also going to drop this ascended food on your map. I feel like you should be able to load these into the unlimited teleport to friend. If anyone out there needs a smoke scale for this build or another build, let me know. And you too can be one of the 3 people to grab this on your map. Oh no, there's like, are they all rangers? Oh, phew. I had a heart attack. I thought everybody doing this event with you were like rangers. I'm gonna drop some weird food so everyone can benefit from it. Mush. Scrap cannon mush. Oh lord, I can't talk. Oh my god. Sorry. Alright, we can start the give you a trivia giveaway. Tonight's question, little build question related to our build here, and kind of what I showed off earlier. Thank you, Ares. You are a god amongst men. Is including with the damage increase traits equipped. So there are certain traits that increase the damage, not duration, damage that these conditions do. Which condition in the game does the most damage per second with 1,000 condition damage? So if you have 1,000 condition damage on your build, and you have the damage increase trait equipped, say you could equip all of them, which condition in the game would do the most per second? Type exclamation point that condition in the chat. You have 15 minutes to enter. Giveaway will be 50 gold, and we'll also do an RNG giveaway after this later. And thank you, Ares, again. If you would like the smoke scale, come to my map. I think there should be at least one more around, but I could be wrong. Yeah, there's one. I'll hang out for a little bit. Make sure this tree combo works. My chat froze. People just not chatting. That's fine. I can talk forever about nothing. Let's see if this works here. It only did 2 ticks of immobilize. That was weird. I guess he teleported out. What's up, Queen? If you'd like to enter the giveaway, tonight's trivia question is, with the duration or the damage increases from the traits that you can take. So there's several traits in the game that increase the damage that different types of conditions do. If you have those traits equipped and 1,000 condition damage, what condition in the game does the most damage per second? If you only have, like, say, 1 stack of it, but it wouldn't really matter. So type exclamation point that condition in chat. Be giving away 50 gold, and everyone has 15 minutes to enter. But we have completed this this event chain. If you would like the smoke scale, come get it. Ranger bro, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Take it. Oh, I got it. That is a lucky man or woman. Nobody's saying anything for the World versus Worlds, so I guess I will jump back in there and test out this field. Douche. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, man. Ares funny. Ares got jokes. No, it wouldn't be the profession, Queen. It would be the actual condition. So if you think Guardian does, like, for example, bleeding, you would type exclamation point bleeding. If you think it was, you know, burning, you would type exclamation point burning, whatever it is. Oh, man. That's not what I wanted. That's not duration, remember. It's only the damage increases. Yeah, and Ares has another juvenile smoke scale, so if anybody wants it or needs it or just wants to prevent somebody else from getting it, now's your chance. Just join on him. He's a hero. Well, we can actually play the video game now. Exciting. I hate how Sylvari run. It's driving me nuts. I don't know if I can play this character. It can't just be me. There's no way it's just me. I mean, maybe it is, right? Maybe that's an insane pseudo complaint. Be able to have different walk cycles for all the different races. Lord, that would be a waste of time. Like development time. Oh, I didn't gear out. That's why I can't. I was like, where's my masteries? They're in my ungeared Warclaw masteries. Gliding. What a joke. One day we'll have gliding back. It'll be great. Good thing there isn't like a world versus world event going on or something like that, right? That would be awkward. All the important ones. Alright, we good. So Queen has entered Bleeding. Ares has entered Confusion because he's Ares. If anyone else would like to enter, the question is, what condition with 1,000 condition damage does the most damage over time? If you have one stack of that condition and the damage increasing condition trait equipped. If no one gets the right answer, I will give it to whoever gets closest. I should also mention you have to be followed on Twitch for the bot to work. You can unfollow after the question. I really don't care. You don't have to be subbed on YouTube. I don't know why. It's just how like bots work. This is so interesting without gliding. I kind of love it. I no joke kind of love this. Like kind of dope. Thank you, Ares. You are a hero. I can change your mind. I mean, not gonna say no. Not yet. I had to look up the torment numbers to be fair. Torment was a weird one because they've changed how it works like 40 times. I still think the original... Yeah, I think they actually respawn now. I don't think it's just limited to 3. I think 3 initially respawn, and then, like, as long as, I don't know. As long as it's, like, unclaimed or something, like, the camp just keeps repopping them. So I want to see this. How does... The tree throws a root thing, it immobilizes. It's pulsing. It's doing more than one stack. There we go. It should pulse 5 times. Okay, I'm not crazy. Jeez. Make all these builds, I do all this research, and then show up and it doesn't do what I plan. Sometimes. Sometimes Alacrity just doesn't work with your pet swap, and I have to completely go back to the drawing board. And yes, those out there screaming at your monitor, I know there is a Druid form does condition trait. It is very cool. I would rather have lower cooldowns on all of my bullshit entangle skills, thank you. But we'll see. I might end up switching to that. But I don't think, at least for this variant of this build, getting chill and burning on like these 2 skills. The entangle on this one would be extremely valuable. This doing entangle and dazing and not being a projectile is quite valuable. But the other skills are kind of ancillary for condition damage as far as I'm concerned on this build. I think if I was taking all of the damage increasing traits, it would be a lot more value. We have 2 entries. We'll be doing the drawing in 8 minutes. So get them in. Aries, if you literally need any help with anything in this game, let me know. I'll give you a hand. Like, even if it's super annoying. There's like one exception to that, and that's like carrying you with Harvest Temple, which I actually can't do because I would need 9 other people. But anything else, I'm down. There's some kind of weird achievement or something you want. Been playing this game 5 ever, and I'd be happy to help people. Honestly, I'm happy to help people in general. That fancy cat. I think I have that one. Claim the camp. Claim the camp. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Claim the camp. Claim the camp. Okay, I'll claim the camp. Dang, we did it. No problem. I keep thinking I don't have a glider equipped or something. I can't believe they haven't fixed this yet. It's been like 2 weeks. I know they fixed the crashing thing. That's why I'm playing this game again. I can't believe they haven't fixed the gliding thing. Oh my god. I guess they must have been different bugs. A lot of people were speculating that it wasn't due to the new glider being broke. It was due to the hex code paste that people were Ah, you want to change your answer now, huh? Okay, I see how it is. That it was due to, or it wasn't due to the gliding bug, it was due to the hex code paste that people were crashing. That is a bunch of people. Gonna try to catch me? Try to catch me? See if I can 1v40 chat. What tier are we in? That's a great question. Oh, we're not in tier 1. That's fantastic. Also, EBG has a 21-person queue on a Monday. No, it was in that post that I put on the channel. There was like an explanation of it. I forget the name of it. It's not a hex code. It's like because the strings parse into digits of 8 or something. And because they handled them wrong, it's like it throws an exception that the game can't handle and just like force closes your game or something. The weird thing is it only worked in group chat and in guild chat. So, you know, if you were getting it, get a better guild. I don't know what to say. God damn it. I hate cats. Ah! Bullshit. Stoic? Got our eye for another minute. Doing the drawing in 2 minutes, the last chance to enter. Be drawing for 50 gold. If you would like to enter, type exclamation point, a condition, not the word a condition, a type of condition. The question is, with 1,000 condition damage and 1 stack of this condition on your foe, which condition does the most damage per second with the percentage damage increase trait equipped? Yeah, we can't glide into Stoic. That's actually interesting. And if multiple people get the right answer, I will split it between y'all. We have 2 minutes. I want to get some fights now that we got the completed build. No, we need a real skill to dismount people because this shit don't work. Lance is awful, or Lance needs charges, or realistically, like I've suggested, cats need 3 health. And that's like instances of damage, right? If cats could take 3 instances of damage, not including condition damage, they'd be perfect, especially if they ran twice as fast. It would be a more functional cat that everyone could get behind, but instead we get this, so, you know, c'est la vie. And on top of that, my cat is still sick. Ever since End of Dragons came out, my cat has been sick. What's up with that? You know? The weirdest thing. We decrease the amount of health that a Warclaw has? No, let's just give it this weird minus random number amount. It's probably percentage based, but it's still stupid. And arenanet things. Why is no one using this guild catapult? I'll use this guild catapult. Pictures answering. You have 30 seconds. We will be doing another giveaway a little bit later for another 50 gold. That one will be RNG, so you'll have an equal chance to enter. But this one is our trivia question. I'm so glad this catapult can hit. Someone's using the guild catapult I dropped. All right, giveaway time. Any last second entries? Maddie's probably like driving home or something. Don't worry, Maddie will win the other one somehow. both bummed and kind of glad that Sudev's not here because I know he's looking for a job. Maybe he found one. Dang, this is a wintry lady. Oh, it's another ranger with no animation on the cast skill. That was cool. Digging the black and teal. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. One person has gotten the correct answer. It is Ares. It is burning. So I actually had to look this up. I was almost sure that it was bleeding because bleeding has a damage increase of 33%, but it turns out bleeding just sucks. Bleeding is one of the worst damaging traits in the game. I think it's actually the worst, even when torment, like you have torment on you when you're moving. There are damage increasing traits for torment, bleeding, poison, and burning in the game. Yeah, I thought it was bleeding too. It's not. It's burning. Burning's just broke. Guardian has the burning trait, and it does the most damage per second, rounding out at... Yeah, I thought so too. Because the Guardian one is like 15% in World versus World. I also should have specified the game mode, but it doesn't matter. They're all the same. The order just changes. No, the order doesn't change, but burning wins by a less amount in World PvE. In PvE, burning's increased by 10%. In World versus World, it's increased by 15%. And same with PvP. And you'd think that 15 is a lesser number, or smaller enough number. Right, of course, we don't have gliding, thank God. Then 33, and much, still less than 25, which is the poison one. And there's even a torment one on Revenant that does 10%, but burning just starts way higher. So with one stack of burning with 1,000 condition damage, you do way more damage with burning per second than all of the other ones. And the order actually goes burning, torment, poison, and bleeding is last, even with the 33% increase. Bleeding is a trash condition, which is why you're able to do so much of it with builds like this. I know, learning stuff. So Ares has won. Don't despair if you did not win. Stick around, we'll be doing another giveaway in 30 minutes. So that one will be RNG, no build knowledge required, but I will send him his gold and get him toward that sweet 500 gold per week mail cap. Thank you again, Ares, for your help earlier. Extremely appreciated. I just have to not remember to kill myself via jumping off stuff. Appreciate you allowing me to change my... I mean, those are the rules. People takes the last thing that... I don't even make the rules. The bot makes the rules. Takes the last thing that people get in. Ares. See when you logged on last. And yeah, if you're out there and would like to World versus World with us and would like a invite to this wonderful Warbringers of Ascension guild, let me know. We will be rolling around with that. Hopefully later. The beta actually goes for a really long time. It's like the 12th to February 2nd, which second announcement, sort of relevant to this, means that we will also be able to have fun little duels with each other in the guild hall, because at least if arenanet sticks to their timetable, they said that they will put out the ability to duel in the guild halls before the end of January, even though they said late January. So all you have to do if you'd like to play with us is you click this button once you're representing, set as World versus World Guild. You'll get this pop up, you click accept, and that's it. So you got this like timer countdown, pending World versus World Guild, and hopefully we can all play together next week and it'll be fun. And if you don't want to do that, no worries, no pressure. But the only rules for that guild are, no political or religious stuff in guild chat. This is a video game after all. But congrats again, Ares. That is sent out. Sorry you don't get a fancy message today. I am still kind of under the weather and just dying multitasking as it is. I am a brain potato today. Let's see if we can find some people to fight now that we got this guild rolling. Or this build rolling. Guardian was really close, Queen. But if you're still here, got it the first time. Although I guess Guardian does bleeding too. Doesn't have a bleeding increase trait though. Ranger has two. It has the bleeding and poison ones. Guardian has burning, and Revenant has torment. And that's... I had to look up to see if there was a confusion one, because I thought Mesmer might have one, but it only has a duration increase. And I think it's only on one shatter. I'm unclear if those specific things that increase over... they used to increase if you had 100% condition damage over the threshold, or condition duration over the threshold, but I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Find some people to fight, chat. much money do I usually give away? Is it 50 gold or 100 gold? Maddie, where are you? Need you to answer. He wins all my money anyway. He probably doesn't know he wins so much of it. I literally have no idea. If it's only 50 gold, I'll double it next week. Make up for it. Or just mail out more prizes. Let's go over some rotations for this build. So I generally start with the smoke skill out. You go into the hunter shot for the opening strike. You can CC, get the barrage, quickness, pop the smoke skill, smoke field, jump through it. 3, 2, 4, and of course there's something coming to fight me now that I've blown all my skills. Gonna fight, gonna fight, gonna fight. Fight, fight, fight me. I like your fashion wars. I'm going to dismount you. Wow, that is some damage. They know what they're doing. I feel less bad now. Sting strategy. Good blading. Do not have blading. They did have blading. They died in there? I don't know how that worked. I got some points. No, those blue points. Darn it. Props to them. They knew they were running a power build, tried to burst me down, didn't work, ran away. That's what you do. Very smart. Surprised they didn't go for the hay bale. This regenning Astral Force outside of Druid form is extremely convenient. I don't know if they could have the same system to Warrior, but it would be really nice if they could do something like that. Maybe get you up to like 10 adrenaline or 8 adrenaline or something outside of combat. Being at 0 is so punishing. Got him smoke skill. Like to fight me. So how the hammer initiation works, I'm actually doing it wrong, is you go 4 if you're in melee range, 4 or 5, 3, and then 2. Because the 4 will immobilize them, the 5 generates fury for you and does a big attack, the 3 double hits, and the 2 is a power hit. Alternatively, you can go 4, 3, 5, 2, should do functionally the same thing. Because the first hit of the 3 isn't that damaging. I need to turn off auto attack on this lady. It's pretty important on at least the hammer, because you don't want your auto attacks taking up your what's it called? The engage strike. I can't think of all the ranger names right now. Sorry, but they're like the entering combat strikes. Hey Kashima, what's up? How's Cyberpunk? Hopefully you're staying well and your holidays were fantastic. Eddie's around here somewhere. He almost won a bunch of gold. I think he's probably busy. Ares was helping me get the smoke scale. A little bit under the weather here, but we're recovering. Playing Green Warrior tonight, it's pretty good. 5, 3, 5, or 4, 5, 4, 3, 5, 2. Like I'm dialing an Amazon hotline. Trying to decide if dude, me too. It sucks. I hate that everyone leaves Q4 for all the finish your homework stuff. It's like they tell you not to procrastinate in school, and everyone does it anyway. And it's almost like that translates almost exactly to real life, right? I hate that crap. And for someone like me who has to set their own milestones, right? And is used to actually being on a deadline, at least a personal one, it's really frustrating that other people can't do it. But it's whatever. Things have been good. The beta for the weapons was really promising. Almost all of them were really good. Even Warrior Staff, well, Buggy was really, like, played really well. Almost none of the Warrior changes that they put in the last patch actually work correctly, which is great. And I don't mean they're just bad. They just don't do what they say in the patch notes. So I'm playing other things. Got a broken builds video on Revenant coming out tomorrow. That'll be pretty fun. Working on one for Druid. Been playing other things though. It's been pretty good. I have one Berserker build that I don't want to make a video on until what's it called? Until the February balance patch hits, I don't want to make a build video on the Berserker build because I want to give at least the people on my channel some time to play it. Meme of an alien mummy. Yeah, that's about right for end of Q4. But it's been good. It's been good. Balance in PvP is kind of crazy, but it's also a little bit. Either arenanet intentionally knows it, unintentionally knows it, where they have this what's it called, PvP rush that was data mined a while ago that they've just been holding off on because everything in PvP does like infinity damage right now, which is kind of it is definitely a balance decision for PvP, right? But it's also pretty daunting for a new player to just go in and get one shot over and over and have that be the game mode. So I think they're holding off on that with good reason. I'm gonna put a poll on my channel, I think, tomorrow as well. Or maybe Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, maybe Thursday, asking if people actually like Celestial gear existing for World versus World. Still have no idea like where I stand on it. I think I like it to exist. I would like it to be a little bit less, and I would like to think to be other gear that competes with it. Because I think the fact that Celestial gear is just the best gear for almost every build is pretty gross. Unclear though. I know it's really good for new people. It's too bad because Guild Wars 2 was designed as a competitive game, right? Like it was designed as a PvP game. I still can't stand it. Why do you run so stupid? You're such a cool race. Why does Sylvari run so stupidly? I'm sorry if there's anyone diehard Sylvari fans in the chat. I'm sorry. I can't stand how they run. Oh man. It's a me thing. It's gotta be a me thing. This is such the minorest of minor complaints. Oh man. Even the guys run stupid though. Oh man. Oh, we should test this actually. Oh, there's no way to test it. Well, I'm going to go test this on stream. Hold please. Or do I have an open slot? Kashima, you're on EU, right? Get back to me on that when you can. I need to invite somebody. Yeah, you're on EU. Can I invite you to our little like roaming guild thing and see if you can talk in guild chat? Because if you can, that means you might be able to play with us next week. And that'd be sweet. I'm trying to get the word out that we have a world restructuring beta starting the 12th. and I'm trying to get like everybody in. I know Ari's got one of his friends in, Maddie's in there, iCover's in there. But like you and Sudev and any of my EU viewers, if they'd like invites, I want to get them in there as well. If that means we could actually play with each other. Because I have no idea if the beta actually applies to EU guilds or not. I might be able to do it on an alt account, actually. Yeah, might not need you. Probably busy. Fire this up. I'll do it on one of my alt accounts. And then after this, we will do our giveaway. Let's test this. Let's test this. Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. No worries. I'll make sure it works first, and then I'll send you an invite if it does. I mean, no guarantees that this also means we'll be able to play together, right? But I just want to see if people can chat. Because there's certain things that are shared, and there's certain things that aren't shared between guilds and such. Because I know, like, the trading post is shared between NA and EU. Certain text chats are shared between NA and EU. I have no idea if, like, guild restructuring is shared between EU, because who the fuck knows, right? Anet probably doesn't even know, so let's make a character, create. Oh, ballsack. I would have to move all of this characters. Are you gonna fight me? Hell yeah. See? I'm AFK. I'm also pressing the wrong buttons. That's fine. Over there. Joke's on you. I'm not AFK. I'm a ranger, which means I'm made of bullshit. All right, so that was fun. Hang on. Got our first fight of the night. All I had to do was go AFK. Easy. I would have to make a whole new account, wouldn't I? World selection. You get one free transfer, right? Oh, but then I can't PvP with my... And I can't actually transfer to EU once I'm in America. That's weird. Yeah, if you could test it, that would actually be helpful, because apparently you need to create a whole new account and can't transfer to EU once you're on NA? That's... Or maybe you can't use your free transfer to EU once you're on NA? Very odd. Get wrecked. I mean, that guy didn't know what he was doing. He thought he was attacking an AFK. Yeah, I know if you're partnered, you can do it. And it gives... So, I don't want to say this is a negative thing, but they actually did a revision of their partner program recently and removed like a whole bunch of inactive accounts from YouTube. So, you know, maybe one day they'll add new people. Maybe I should apply again. Who knows? But I definitely tried applying when I was first doing this, and whether it's the Bladesworn video, the tone of that, or what, it did not go well. Kashima... Alright, let me send you a guild invite to this. Make sure I'm repping the right guild invite. Alright, that has been sent. Try, like, talking in it. That would be super helpful. Also, if you get the option, see if you can set the world versus world, like it as your world versus world guild. Testing, testing. Yeah, I see you. I see you talking in chat. We can at least do that. So the thing that's going to blow my mind, right? Can you go to the guild hall? Let's actually test this right now. I'm going to go to the guild hall in Warbringers. This would explode my tiny ape brain if we could do this. You're there? Where are you? Just like where I am? Like at the loading zone? Damn. Okay, so they're different instances for Guild Hall. That sucks. Maybe they'll change that. That's really weird that it spins up different instances. I don't know. Maybe just set it as your world versus world guild and see what happens, right? You can be our guinea pig and I'll send you some money. But you should have this like set as world versus world guild option. I already set it as mine, which it's good to see that button at least working. But yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, you said it. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Log in sometime in the next 2 weeks, well, yeah, and let me know if it worked. Hopefully, like, wouldn't that be cool if even like we could play EU and NA? That would be so awesome. Like, we can't do like actual PvE content, but we could at least like play world versus world, and maybe even they would change guild instances. That'd be so cool, right? Ooh, can even get into EVG now. Thank you, Kashima. Appreciate it. If anyone out there hasn't like knows how this works at all, maybe they've said and I just missed the post, let me know in the comments, or let me know, you know, jump in the chat and let me know. But I'm so excited. Yo, what is this guild arena? Oh, it's just like something we made. You tried applying. Oh, you mean to Vanguards, Aries? Were you the one that I saw and then over the holiday and then had an aneurysm and completely forgot about? There was one that I didn't get to. I mailed everybody else. I just did a whole bunch of guild cleanup though, so we have some spots. Hang on. That's definitely not you. Did you not put your account name in? Oh, you mean for partner program? Okay. There was one poor dude who was older who applied to Vanguards, which is our main guild. And anyone, again, you guys are welcome to apply. I'm sure you'll get in. It's just that, you know, I can't waive the application for anybody. Not gonna be nepotistic, but it's a very simple process. But if somebody applied, and occasionally we get older people and who are not tech savvy, and the guy put like, you know, they'll put their email instead of their Guild Wars 2 account name, or this guy like, I don't even know what he put in here. It's like, I'm not gonna read it, but it's like this string of characters and then like an at something, and it's not an email. So yeah, maybe I should, right? Maybe I should just apply to the partner program. Again, see what happens. I'll put that on my to-do list of things to forget for later this week. But yeah, it's RNG time. Thank you again, Kashima. Thank you, Aries, for helping us out this week. So if you'd like to join for the guild beta, it's going to run for 2 weeks, and at the very least, we'll get some cool duels in the guild hall. But put an exclamation point. I already have the Druid one set up, so put exclamation point Druid in chat, and I will roll for this in about 15 minutes if you'd like to enter for the second gold giveaway. And Aries, you can enter again. I don't care if you win it. But if you're just lurking or out there or just want free money, I make great content. I don't know if arenanet thinks I make great content, and great's a stretch, but thank you. Great's a stretch. I make content, TM. Yeah, just like that, just put exclamation point Druid, and I will send you. Aries, how much money do I... Kashima, how much money do I give every week? I can't remember. I literally can't remember how much money I give out. I didn't stream for one week, and I'm gonna try to get this guy off his cat. I want to fight you. I want to do this. Okay, fine. I'll just go for this person. I feel bad about it because they're clearly new. All right, fine. That's not happening. If it works, that'd be great, right? I'd be so stoked. I mean, that's probably better content than just... I don't know. I'm of two minds when it comes to arenanet and my content, right? I want to be entertaining, and I want to give them constructive criticism. I don't want my criticism to just be... I'm a very firm believer in... I'm going to quote, just to completely suck up right now, I'm going to quote Cal Cohan, and while I think he's a great balance dev, I think there are things that I disagree with, but I'm also not a balance dev, so I don't know. But I'm a very firm believer in words are easy, works hard. So it's like I want to make, if I'm going to make something like the warrior teardown video, I want to make something that they will get some benefit out of, right? So I want to make something that's, you know, critical and entertaining, but not just crapping on warrior design 24/7, if that makes any sense. I want to be constructive, and I want there to be some benefit to arenanet potentially watching it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't make low-hanging fruit videos. I don't make just like, this sucks and this is why, you know, Pseudo's tier list of the 10 worst skills in the game. Because that's not constructive, and I'm not monetizing my content anyway. If I wanted to make a clickbait channel, you would know. It would be clickbait out the butt. So I try to be constructive with my videos. So I don't know if arenanet is of the mind to be able to take that as constructive as I maybe intend it, and maybe I'm overly critical when I don't need to be, if that makes any sense. It's 30 sounds right, 50 also sounds right. I'm just gonna send out 50 and then check, and then if I originally give out 50 and it's 100, I will send you guys, or whoever wins, more money. I don't know, over the break. I think it's usually 25, and sometimes I double it, but also I had that period of giving out heroic codes, so literally no idea. Mesmer gonna bitch out again. Oh, it's not a Mesmer, it's a Harb. Hell yeah. Suck. How many is this? Is this 2 Harbs now? It's a core ranger or core necro. I can't fight that, man. I'll 1v1 him. I'll definitely 1v1 him. Oh, I have the sentry. Maybe we can do this. Still not super comfortable on this build is the problem. Okay, good job. My tree is not coming to me. Tree's gonna die. That was out of combat, so it doesn't matter. This guy's good. Got me here. That was good. I didn't have any buttons to deal with any of that crap. Maybe not. Yeah, dude. It might be better. Try my Rev build that's coming out tomorrow, Kashima. It plays a lot like Warrior, honestly. I will give you 6 stacks of eggs that I can't mail. How about that? Sorry, I was focused on fighting that guy who came out of nowhere. He's up here. Wants to fight. Wants to fight. Not a projectile, homie. This guy's got wheels. He's got all the dodges. Not gonna deal with that. Yeah, give it a shot. See what you think. You don't need infusions or anything for it. There's even a starting exotic Selly thing, or Selly version. Twitch in general has better bitrate scaling, so it might help you a lot. I don't know if it doesn't. Another Harbinger? Over there. Oh. Feel a little bad. No way he's cleansing that. Oh my god, I'm wrong. Guy's a god. He's gonna die, but he's a god. You win that fight, little guy. Fucking Diviner's gear. You may want to switch to Selly this. I don't think Diviners will help. But maybe it'll do. You can do like a power version. It runs all the... It's like mace, sword, short bow. It's very, very Condi focused, but you could probably do Diviners and do some power in there if you switch the, what's it, Mace Sword to Great Sword. Yeah. It plays a lot like Warrior. It's got like a lot of like Warrior-like mobility. Ooh, I should probably... Fuck! I didn't include that in the video. Thank God I didn't render that yet. I just finished it. So, yeah, Maddie shows up when Kashima's here. It's okay, Maddie. We got a smoke scale. Don't worry, dude. Oh, enter exclamation point Druid in chat if you're listening or just got here. I want to make sure everyone gets in for the RNG drawing. Also, Maddie, how much gold do I give people? I can't remember. But yeah, the build video is pretty sweet. I gotta include the little montage of how to do movement on it though. So I'm gonna make a note right now and hopefully get ambushed. That man has my cat. Okay, sorry. 25 to 50 is not helpful. I know it's one or the other. Or maybe it's 25 on the days I don't double it, and then 50 when I do. That sounds right. So maybe that is helpful. Oh, man. On stream for a week and it all goes out the window. Where's the new song I was listening to? Supernova. This one rolls. Gotta find more fights. Dude, I'm just getting over sick. Fucking, it blows. I hope you feel better soon, dude. If you can find that catalyst, he was pretty good. He's the kind of fight I'd want infusions for. He was playing pretty well. Oh, there's no gliding. Okay, God. Oh! It's not just, like, I had a bunch of stuff. I had a holiday cold, vaccine, weather. Like, just not wanting to be outside. You know, happens. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, dude. Being sick blows. Dude, Kashima, nobody has gliders right now. It's not me. Arenanet everyone was crashing, and there were 2 crashing bugs last week. There was one that was like the new fan glider or something was crashing literally everybody in the game when like Zergs used it. Like, not everybody in the game, but everyone on the map. And yeah, for real, what gliders? And then there was another bug where there was like I don't want to misquote it again, but there was like some chat parsing thing that you could paste into guild chat or team chat and crash everybody in those chat windows. And I think they hard disabled that one, but like the glider thing's still not here. So we're playing different world versus world this week. It's interesting. Ooh, is this a group fight? I'm down for a group fight. I'm so down for a group fight. Stealth everybody here. Could we group them up? Hell yeah. This is the kind of world versus world I love. Small skirmishes, small group skirmishes. Get him, tree. All these people trying to play warrior like it's a relevant class. Right, let's see if we can prevent our allies from getting dumpstered here. Smoke field, sir. Over there. Hell yeah. I love this build, man. Yeah. Bad UF8 code, that's what it was called. No downstate? I wish. No glider, no downstate, no cat week. What I'm all about. That man running my red build, I'm gonna be mad if he is. Here, you can stay right there, buddy. This is so sick. We're probably gonna lose this, but this is so sick. Fuck! That was the wrong direction. Okay, that just didn't Condi cleanse me. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's very anime. It's a very anime monetization model from what I heard. And isn't it just like RNG to upgrade weapons and shit? Yeah, it's like very anime and stuff. Get the fuck out of here. Pet, take my condies. I love this shit, dude. Oh, did we lose somebody? No, no man left behind. No man left behind. Is it sub and RNG? Oh, that'd be the worst. Like really good combat, so it's addictive and shit. This guy's fucked. We can get him. Oh, can I get the stealth stomp? Oh, quickness doesn't affect stomps anymore. Got him! I think there's a Team USA dude in here. No, it's a different USA. Hell yeah! Support class! I'll hammer you. You want to do a hammer fight, buddy? Luck with that. Whoa! I can't scream today. Sorry. Jesus. That almost killed me. I love this. Dude, I'm a green warrior. Elden Ring with the carrying combo warriors mod? I will look that up. My friends and I keep meaning, I'm sure they've done it without me, but there's a mod that lets you play Elden Ring co-op. And it's like full game co-op up to 3 people, and it scales all the mobs and stuff. So we keep meaning to do a playthrough of that, and I just haven't gotten the time because Elden Ring is a beast of a game. There's a lot of content in that game, chat. But I have been wanting to do a couple more videos of like me playing Hades and stuff, so maybe. I don't want to branch my channel out too early because people get distracted pretty easy, and also I love Guild Wars. Until they completely ruin Guild Wars, I'm still here. They're getting close to that last balance patch, but we'll see. I kid. Yeah, it's seamless co-op. You still show up as phantoms, but it's like pretty good. Oh god, Druid, why do you guys let me get away with this? 2 more minutes. If you want to enter the giveaway, even if you're lurking, type !Druid in chat. You have to be followed on Twitch. You don't have to be followed on YouTube. And Aries, you already entered, so don't worry about it. I know you're over on Twitch now. I got it on sale, and it's pretty good for my little mobile handheld. I'm gonna die. If you want to fight and not just be on your cat, that'd be fine. It works on Steam Deck, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't have a Steam Deck. I had a Steam Deck and I sold mine. I have a GPD Win Mini, which is the smallest handheld right now that anybody makes. That's still like sort of a computer. You can look it up. It's a competitor with the more ROG Ally. I have the lowest model of that, and I also have a Win Max 2, but I'm thinking of selling it because they're kind of redundant. I have 2 little mobile portable things. But Steam Deck is great, like, for if you want to just get into mobile gaming, honestly. You get the lowest tier 1, get an SD card, throw it in. It's honestly the best controller you can use. No, Elden Ring is a fantastic game. I don't think it's a shell, I just think the priorities are way different. I think the next expansion is going to make or break the longevity of the game, Maddie. So, we'll see. Like, they're still financially very profitable, so it's... As much as that, you know, is a crap metric to say, like, it's still a profitable thing for NCSoft, and, you know, NCSoft keeps giving them the go-ahead, which means Tencent keeps giving them the go-ahead. So, it's still a good game. I know what you mean. I get that feeling too, but I am super biased because Bladesworn keeps getting shit on, and I spent a year and a half making that build try to be relevant, so that's a kind of not a fair assessment. I still think Bloodborne is my favorite Souls game, but I don't think that's fair because Bloodborne only released on 1 console, and it's super inaccessible to a lot of people, so they can't say they've played it. I just love the lore of Bloodborne does so many things, especially for the time, that just, even as an 8-9-year-old game, I go, holy crap. Elden Ring is the best one, I think objectively, but that's also because it built on the history of all the other ones. And I honestly did reuse assets in a good way. Secrets of the Obscure did so much good for this game. Like, this, and hey, I got a daily. Oh my god, I need to do the giveaway. You guys need to yell at me more. This is such a good thing for the longevity of the game, this Wizard's Vault. Like, it's so good. I can't put into words how good that is for the game, but... And they used Soto to fund that. But even the PvE content I feel like has been really light. So I'm not sure. Yeah. Fast-paced content, the lore, the drip, the being locked to PS4 and it literally never coming out on PC and all the emulators for PS4 sucking butt. Like, sucks. Like, but here's the thing, Kashima. The 10-year anniversary of Bloodborne is coming up, like, in a year, right? And I think they know. Like, people bought the system for that game. There are people who have, like, entire communities dedicated to unlocking the PS4 and PS5. Like, if you have a Gen 1 unmodded, unupdated PS5, you can get Bloodborne running on the PS5 in, like, 60 locked 2K frame, like 2K resolution or like 1080 resolution or something, because even Bloodborne on the PS4 renders in like 960 or something weird and then scales up to 1080. Dude, yeah, if you can get a used PS4 just for Bloodborne, that's the way to go. If you can get a day one, if ever the opportunity, any of you out there, presents itself to get a day one patch, like unupdated in new inbox PS4 or PS5, and granted, this is not financial advice. There's a decent reason or decent chance you will be running the risk of getting scammed. But if you can get your hands on one of those and run the patch, like there's a whole tutorial for it and everything, to get Bloodborne running in 60 on the PS4 Pro or the PS5, it is fucking worth it. Because that game at 60 is crazy cool. And there's a couple streamers that I've watched play it, because I don't have $500 to drop on one game. But like, because people know the value of those things, right? But Bloodborne is just, it's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. Like, I almost feel like that was an objective, like, lore, lore, Souls combat, all the systems, fashion, and then the fourth objective is just make it fucking cool, you know what I mean? Like, transforming weapons, all the, I don't want to spoil too much, but how the game starts out with you just thinking you're a monster hunter and then going into, like, the directions the lore goes into with all the Lovecraftian shit. It's so fucking cool. But yeah, I do think Elden Ring is a better game overall, but also it's newer and better, and they have all the fucking, benefit of it. I actually really enjoyed the design of the PS5, but also my favorite colors are black, white, and purple, so I'm pretty biased. Oh my god, chat! Why do you let me do this? I need to do this drawing. Jesus Christ. All right. 50 gold. Doing a drawing. You three have entered. Do these every Monday or Tuesday whenever I can stream. We're doubling it up this week because I didn't stream last week. Gotta yell at me more. I know literally none of you need the gold, but like, doing it anyway. So, 3, 2, 1. And of course, it's gonna, there we go, Kashima. You have won. I will send you the money. Congrats. If it's more than I usually, or it's not enough, I will send you more. But congrats. Yeah, I'm sure you need money. You're a day trader. You need money in this game, I'm sure, Aries. Yeah, right. I know how well day trading translates to this game. Believe me. I was cleaning up, the alt guild, and I saw that one of our ex-officers, I mean, he's still an officer, but like I haven't seen him in a year. Dude literally had millions of gold back when millions of gold was like, a lot of money, or like an even more amount of money than it is now. So, send a mail, 50 gold, congrats. Maybe Warrior will not suck in time for us to run around together. I need to find my custom type message or type a better one up in the gym. Everyone's getting custom type messages, and I did write one up. I tried. I swear I try. There we go. That's sent off. If anyone else would like to run around in the Borderlands with us before next week, let me know. I'll try to get you into the guild ASAP. Shit in this game? So, that's what I don't like about trading in this game. I mean, granted, some of this translates from real life too, is in order to be good in this game. Well, first off, Maddie, I've tried to learn economics twice, and I don't know if this is going to be backed up by what by Ares says. Ooh boy, people. But in my experience from reading finance books, there's books on finance philosophy, and then there's books on how to actually be good at finance. And you have to find the ones that which are which. And it's really tough to know from like the title card of a book which is which. Because there's a really good book called The Intelligent Investor that will give you the philosophy of trading. And then there's actual ones that will tell you how to do and what to do it. And also, yeah, this is super not financial advice. But my opinion is, if you would like to actually learn what the fuck to do, or what to invest in, or what market trends even are, but let alone how to predict them, go get an Economics 101 book and skip to the summary pages. If you want to know about the philosophy of finance, grab something written by a successful investor, and they won't tell you shit. But that's just my experience. I could also be just bad at reading, right? But there's a lot of that in biology as well, where they'll be like, oh, and this is a cell, and the purpose of a cell is to do all this shit. And it's like, dude, I just want to know what the fuck mitochondria do. Just tell me. Did a business... Well, that's more than I got. Did nothing to you? Might have been a bad business major. I've had good teachers and I've had bad teachers, man. It can just be down to the teachers a lot of the time. I've literally taken the same class at the same university taught by two different professors, and it was a completely different class entirely. There was one that boiled down to come to class and then I will actually teach you what to do. And then there's one that boiled down to read the textbook or else you're fucked. Kind of like I'm getting fucked right now. Do anything, Mastrocar? It's gonna like die. I think the biggest counter to Ranger Downstate is chill. I need to start taking this seriously, not just talk to you guys about finance. Oh, go for it. It's not even the syllabi. It was the same content. It was literally the same content, Maddie. It was just different teaching styles. Like one tested off the textbook and one tested, like, took the information in the textbook, tried to digest it, and disseminate it to the class. It was literally the same course, which was kind of bullshit because if you didn't know which professor to take it with, it was way fucking harder if you had to actually read the textbook because there was no point in coming to class. Like, absolutely none. But you didn't know that. And you'd go to class trying to find the lecture. I mean, some people learn better just from the textbook. But like one of my friends, because one was taught in spring semester and one was taught in fall, and one of my friends was taking it after I did, and I was like, do not take it with the fall semester guy, because the other one, A, actually cares about his students, and B, you will actually learn from. The other guy just is literally there to do research. Like, he's a smart dude, but he does not give a flying fuck about his students. And that happens everywhere. That is not just the one university I graduated from. That was the university I was at before I transferred. Like, there are some professors that care about their students and they're there to, actually teach and, try to connect with the students that want to learn. And then there are some that are just there to do research. And that's just people again. So what I always say, people are people. All right, let's find some of these guys and actually have some fights here. I'm not super distracted. Hello, sir. Would you like to fight me? Would. Good. Why do you do so much fucking damage? Dude, Willbenders, take me apart, man. That guy does a lot of damage, sir. I need the toughness infusions, that's why I lost. It's not because I suck at this build. Yeah, Ray My Professor's pretty good. But like, it's whatever. Sometimes people on there can be, I'm a bad student. I gave this guy a bad rating. The general problem with survey sites like that, like Angie's List and Rate My Professor, and even Yelp reviews and just Google in general, and I deal with this a lot for work, is people generally only... People are 80%... What's the metric? It's like 83% more likely to leave a negative review than a positive review if they've had a positive or negative experience. Oh, that's why I'm taking so much damage. There's an actual reason. I'm not just, like, completely shit at the game, even though I'm completely shit at the game. Like, where's my 10% damage reduction bonus? It should explode considerably less fast, although still quite fast. Gotta remember there's no gliding, man. One of these days. It's weird there's war claws and no gliding. I find that very funny. What are you? Another willbender. Oh, it's the guys that killed me before. Yay! Yeah, but if there's one educational hole I would like to fill in myself, it's definitely finance. But how did the guy rally? Oh my god, are you serious? Or is that the thief? That's the thief, okay. I was worried. Be right here. Am I wrong? Wrong. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that people still think those metrics matter as well. It's all over the place. Got him. Not really fair, but it's a thief, so already unfair. So I actually learned something when I was doing research for this build. I almost made it our question, but it's kind of a bullshit question, so I'm just going to tell you guys, right? Guess what's longer in World versus World than PvP? And I didn't know this. Or I guess what's shorter. See you, Kashima. Have a good night. Make sure to get your gold. Make sure to let us know next week or the week after. But guess what's shorter in World vs. World, team? You're gonna love this. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm gonna make sure this is correct before I tell you guys, and hopefully get jumped on by 8 thieves while I look this up. But I'm pretty sure this is the one that I looked at. Yeah, okay. So it is longer. For bonus points, I guess I'm just going to tell you because there's no way anyone's going to get this wrong. Reveal is 3 seconds. Yeah, right. Reveal is 3 seconds in PvP or PvE and World vs. World. I picked the one game mode that was wrong. Reveal is 3 seconds in PvP or in PvE and World vs. World, and is sorry, it's 4 seconds in PvP and 3 seconds in PvE and World vs. World, which is kind of bullshit when you think about it. It's 2 dragon hunters. What is this? It's like super better in World vs. World than PvP. Jump dodger, huh? How'd that go for you? Good talk. Oh, we got like 5 people showed up at the end of it. It's just... I feel like Thieves already get such a... I mean, I'm not a Thief player. Non-Thief player bias, right? Time to dunk on Thieves now that Kashima's gone, even though they main Warrior. But, like, non-Thief player bias, right? 3 seconds is not long enough for World versus World. Just saying, man. It's not. It's just not. And that's like when you break stealth yourself, you know? It should be not 3 seconds. That's all I have to say about that. And that goes like I'm playing a quasi-stealth build right now. It's just... Yeah, it's aggressively not 3 seconds. Ow, my eyeballs. Guess that's what I get for being sick and not blinking while streaming. Get on a cat here so I don't insta die. See what else we can take. Glad this build is working out though. I gotta tweak it a little bit more. But yeah, it's kind of nuts. What's up, Daikru? How are your holidays? Hopefully you're having a wonderful start to the new year. Let's see if we can take this camp. Ooh, there's 2 green people. That seems hard. Is it the 2 green people that have been fighting all night? Or is it just 2 green people? Oh, it's the Willbender and the Thief. I'm not going to try that. Probably going to jump on me. Don't channel the energy toward me. Channel the energy toward Bladesworn, Daikru. Bladesworn needs it more than I do. I kid. But having some fun playing other stuff. Gotta remember to finish that, edit that bit into the Vindicator video before I render it tonight. What's up, Sudev? I am wonderful. How are you? Hopefully your 2024 is going great. Or at least going better than last year. That's all we can really hope for any of us. Oh my god, my eyeballs. Oh, we could help that. Let's go there. Heck yeah. Hope we get some news on like the ETA or like the release schedule for upcoming stuff this year tomorrow. Resistance? Resistance. Fine. I love this bullshit trait that Mesmers have now that can just apply confusion on you from space. Apply confusion whenever you evade an attack. Thank God it has a cooldown. So glad they gave that trait a cooldown. It would be so bullshit if it didn't have one. Get this person it's like off by themselves. Hell yeah, I can. Gotcha. Oh god. Getting a little too close there, team. You're in a tight ball. My pets have died. Stack up some alacrity here. Cooldown's going. My poor smoke scale. He's so tired. The tired boy. We should knock down our own wall to get in. Getting some fights now. This is a lot of fun. Here they come. Smoke skill, I need you to be not dead. There we go. Yeah, I've been having some duels. Not entirely PPT tonight. The first real squad battle, actually. That is a bubble. Going to not be in it. Oh, they are super coordinated. Multiple spellbreakers? Yeah, this is the group. Gotta give our friend some alacrity here. I feel like I'm gonna do more good giving people alacrity than anything else. Someone comes out, we can definitely immobilize bomb them. That? Like that-ish. Is that Berserker? It's Firebrand? Nope, he's got resistance. He has all the resistance in the world. I don't want to go up and just heal the Lord. Can I get up there? Can I aim my heals up there? Fight me. Back here. Gigantic chicken. They haven't even started on the Lord. Okay, we're good. And there's no gliding. I can't like glide around this at all. This is so different when there's no gliding, man. A lot of down, guys. Can I switch to Glyph of the Stars? No, it's too late. Dead. That's a wipe. A dog. My dog. Dog, use your skill. Dog. 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 That man has a mist infusion. See if we can backcap some of their stuff. Is that a real guy? No, it's a clone. Oh well. Glad I finally got squad battles running at a decent frame rate. I've been experimenting with this a lot to try to get it a little bit more watchable for you guys. Yeah, Broken Builds Vindicator video coming out tomorrow on the channel. Look out for that. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. It's the one that we were working on for a while. Finally got it finished and edited and stuff for the new year. It's pretty fun, pretty playable, no matter if you have starting gear or full ascended. Take this tower, is that what they're doing? Blue and green? It's a 2v2, I don't wanna... It isn't a 2v2. Will help. I won't help. Attacking me. Stop it. Yes, I feel bad, but they also jumped me while I was AFK, so they can suck it. Oop, now we're stuck. I was helping you. I helped you. I saved your friend. Why you do this? Burn Guardian's serendipitous because that was actually our trivia question tonight. Burn Guardian's pretty cool. Permeating Wrath is definitely a trait that is in the video game. And weirdly, Dragon Hunter Longbow, you no longer need to even be a Dragon Hunter for it, but Dragon Hunter Longbow is very good for it because a lot of the Dragon Hunter Longbow projectiles are either unblockable or pierce, or there's still no gliding, or just are AoE ground target skills. And granted, the the projectile for the symbol can be blocked, but the 5 can't. So with Permeating Wrath, Longbow is like really good for Zerg battles. Run it with Willbender for the high mobility. Run it with Firebrand just to be, you know, a firebrand. Or you can run it with Dragon Hunter because they have a lot of cover quantities and survivability. Power is lost. Question mark? I kill the Lord. Can't heal you, sir. Can't even pull you. Heal the Lord up there. Dang, that one's not even hitting the Lord. PvP won't be as effective because Permeating Wrath like scales up the more targets you hit, but you could definitely experiment with like what weapons you like in PvP. Although PvP is pretty burst heavy right now, I don't know if any Kandi build is relevant. Guardian can definitely do a lot of effective burning very fast. It's quite good in that respect. And they obviously have the trait that was part of our trivia tonight, which was which trait or which condition does the most damage with its corresponding damage increase trait, which was burning. Yeah, Core Guardian, Core Burn Guardian is very relevant, honestly. I am super fucking dead. Oh my god. I'm astonished I wasn't more dead there. It's a lot of people. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Sudev, I should shout out both you and Daikaru. So, I don't know if you guys are on EU or what, but Kashima's definitely going to try it. We have a guild restructuring beta coming up next week. So if you'd like an invite to our alt guild so you can try to play with us, if we're allowed to play with, you know, across EU and NA, feel free, hit me up. We did try the guild arena today, and at least for now, you can't join each other's instance of the guild hall, which is sad. It spawns a different instance. But if you would like one, let me know. And there's still no gliding in the World versus World. And I will get you an invite. No guarantee that you'll be able to play with us. You may be stuck in a Warbringers of Ascension with like 2 dudes, but is what it is, and I'd like to be able to play with the people if I can. What is this infusion? What the fuck? It's a backpack? Oh, it's the air backpack. Okay. Yeah, I'm unclear if it'll let us, but would be fun. It's I kind of like it. It's something different. I think it's really weird to have cats but no gliding. I keep forgetting it obviously because I didn't play it all last week because everyone was crashing last week, but it's definitely a thing. It's a thing that's in the video game right now, and it's kind of nice to have variety, honestly. What's going on with this moss heart? Oh. Having a buttload of fun with this class. I'm not sure if it's worth being a Sylvari. I don't know if my weird anime run is worth it to just have Grasping Vines on my utility bar, but it's something. Weird utility skills. I can take some of these camps here. I can't talk tonight. I'm still very sick. I apologize, chat. Or not very sick, but getting better. Still very getting better. What's the rotation? 4, 3, 5, 2, but I canceled the second hit of the 3. There we go. No worries, man. Not a problem. Oh, I'm already getting well. I'm just on the residual back end, so my voice sounds like I sound very hoarse today. I'm just glad I don't have a pounding headache anymore. That was the worst part. Honestly, being sore didn't matter. It was just a pounding headache. Ares is pretty sick too, and I think Maddie's under the weather. It's just a season for it, honestly. Here, it's a thing that happens. 4, 3, 5. Go. Yeah. Sick baby and got sick will do it. Yeah. When you live with people, it's just like, oh, good. The people I live with are sick. Guess I'm screwed. Cold definitely does not help, but it's actually, cross my fingers, it's warming up here, so I don't have to drive in ice tomorrow, which is good. Go do a bunch of errands. Oh man, I also got to get my gym bag. Okay, so after I'm done streaming, gym bag, partner program, video first, so not in that order. That's the other thing that sucks when you're sick, is you just have no capacity to keep track of anything in your brain. Like you have ADHD, but it's worse. Can't tell if I like the Severance sigil on this yet. I'm running a sigil of Severance, which ostensibly gives me more ferocity and precision whenever I interrupt something, but that seems like a tall order these days because everything has stability. Seems much more realistic in the days of Path of Fire where the sigil came out. Smoke scale, do stuff. Jesus. Didn't hire you for your looks. I guess Ares didn't hire you for your looks. I love this one camp is such a troll because it has the supervisor. He's over here doing nothing, chilling. We might be, honestly. I don't think we're number 1 though. We're fighting Tarnished Coast and Blackgate. Is that right? Is that tier 1? I really don't know. TC and Blackgate tier 1? I didn't pay attention last week. I literally didn't log into the video game. Or did like once. Like most supervisors are just trolling in the corner. Yeah, pretty much. Can't confirm or deny. But mostly can't deny. Yeah, I think we're in tier 2. Could be wrong. I think we were number 1 like last week or something. Oh, I'm on the fence about this because I know there's cheating on every server, but I got some absolutely primo footage of a Maguma Mesmer just hacking all over the place. We also tier 2. Interesting. Like Maguma Mesmer just blatantly cheating. So I know there's cheaters on every server. It was just so fucking obvious. Like he would teleport into a keep, like try to kill one of us, fail, and then like teleport out with no animation. And I know Mesmer animations, man. It was not Mesmer stuff. It was like just cheating. Gonna fight me or what? No? Cool. Bye. Like they're even with the signet or even with like the little poofs that they do when they turn invisible, there are Mesmer animations that'll show you going invisible. This was not that. I'm just excited to see what happens with the restructuring event. Excited to see how it goes. Don't attack your viewers. Hey man, if my viewers aren't hacking and they're on Maguma, they're okay with me. I have no problem with you being on Mag. I have a problem with people cheating anywhere. If you walk into a competitive game with a floaty on, there's something wrong with you. But like I said, there's cheaters everywhere. I've heard there's cheaters on Sea of Sorrows. I've heard there's cheaters on Blackgate. It's just, people are just going to be great and they're going to be shit everywhere. It's an unfortunate reality and a good reality of the world. So that's what I was going to say, Sudev, is we're not getting alliances, but we're getting a beta for the restructuring event next week. So if you wanted an invite to our just like casual roaming guild to see if we could play with US and EU like together, then I could shoot you one. The only hard rules are no political or religious crap in guild chat. But to our core guild, you have to apply, but to that one you don't. Do you want to fight me? It's like 2v1'd you twice. I feel bad. I'm going to auto attack the sentry. Yeah, something like that. Is that okay as in yes, or okay you'll let me know? It is what it is. It's not just Mag. We were just fighting Mag and there was a dude cheating, so I thought I'd record it. I play on a controller. I can't talk. Technically, I play with macros. Play with holding down trigger equals click macro, as you can see. Very OP. Still don't get the jump dodge macro thing. Arenanet's like, no macros, except. Let you know? Okay, sounds good. You have until... I'll be streaming again before the end of the week. You have until the 12th to decide. You have to select as your world versus world guild before the 12th. So today's the 8th. Oh, you were the Weaver that was waving at me? I'm sorry. I apologize for shooting you. Hello, Mr. Weaver, or Mrs. Weaver, or Miss Weaver. Just make the Revenant build I had, Sudev. You don't need skill. You just need to face roll your keyboard. Just watch the video that's coming out tomorrow. You'll love it. I need to get my emote macros going, Sergio. I have a stream deck. It's sitting in front of me. I have nothing on it. And I keep meaning to make, because you can't use chairs in World vs. World, I want to just like deck it out with all the emotes I have unlocked. So you can, non-verbally communicate better with people. But I keep just forgetting. Yeah, before the 12th. And then it'll run for 2 weeks. The cool thing is, and I'm really hoping this is true, but I don't want to jinx it, right? But I probably already have. I really hope, more than anything, that we can not only play together, but we can run a duel in the guild hall, because that's coming out before the end of the month too, according to areanet's release schedule. And that would be fucking sweet. Like, if we could be like, oh, I'm running this, and like have a whole stream where it's like, duel with the viewers night and shit. That'd be awesome. I could show off my super secret but not so secret berserker build. Then get it instantly nerfed by arenanet. So it goes. Four, 3, 5, 2. Dire Harbinger's probably alright. Why don't you use the celestial gear you got for leveling up, Sudev? Might be better unless you deleted it accidentally. I'd obstinately play Bladesworn and get all of you killed. It would be fun though. I'm gonna see if I can bully some of my IRL friends into playing with us too. They probably won't, but it'd be fun. 40 pistol burnt stack pistol guardian. Yeah, it's all about attitude, man. I mean, pistol won't be out by then, but maybe. The 40 burn stack pistol guardian was only good against groups, and the only reason it was good against groups is because, like, you know, those groups don't have like rolling projectile reflex. Honestly, you can do what the 40 burn stack pistol guardian does right now with longbow way more effectively. I was actually talking about this earlier in the stream. Like, longbow is pistol because its attacks either bounce or pierce or are AoEs or are unblockable. Like, the 3 is unblockable and does knockback damage. You can even trade it to do like power and freeze damage, so it does a power tick. Like, all the cooldowns are short except for the 5. The 4 symbol getting blocked by projectiles is like whatever, but it does burning if it doesn't. And then the 5 is like a channel that's like basically a druid cage. So Guardian Longbow is actually better for permeating wrath, like anti-Zerg permeating wrath builds. There was, what did the guy call it? There was like this holy warlock, I know, like the edgiest of edge names, but it was this holy warlock, I can't talk, I named my thing Blood Moon Druid. Dragon Hunter build back when you had to run Dragon Hunter to run Longbow, and it would just take apart Zergs. Like, if you had 2 of those on your team, you ran like full Sinister on it, it would just take apart Zergs. And they had to nerf, like, since that build came out, they nerfed Permeating Wrath like 4 times in a row, and it's still good because it doesn't have a cooldown. Like, the pistols are good on Guardian, but they're going to be great for PvE for Condi, but Longbow is fantastic for anti-Zerging. Now you can run it on anything. Don't worry, Guardian, the Broken Builds Willbender video is coming, depending on what they do in February. I still think Willbender is insanely good. This Ardoliac, sir. I can also give it super speed. I helped. You'll need to select the guild, but yeah, I'm down. Anytime, Sudev. Let me know if you want an invite. Or anybody lurking or catching the VOD. Just throw your name in the comments and I'll try to get an invite out to you. I can invite people who are offline and stuff. Will be fun. Maybe I'll even have infusions by then. We gotta get more fights, chat, before I close out the stream for tonight. Where didn't we go yet? Desert had some okay fights. That's pretty balanced. No camps tiered up. That's our new target. Directly across the map. Will be good. That is the wrong weapon, pseudo. There we go. We did it. We're in longbow now. This is the updated build link for the build, I think. I hope? Maybe? Hopefully. Try to fight this Tempest and then I'll let you know. Guy's new. Feel bad. I'm new too. My god. Shooting into the UI. I'm so good at this game. Can you tell I don't play Druid at all? The infusions actually kind of matter. Like, the toughness ones don't, but the expertise and concentration ones kind of matter on this build. Let me answer your question. Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it. You said you were the Weaver, not the Tempest. You can have the Sentry. No, Sudev, don't do that, because I just tried to use my free transfer on one of my accounts to see if I could guess, like, transfer to EU, and it didn't work. No, don't do it. Like, I don't think you can. Like, I think you would have to buy a new Guild Wars 2 account. I don't know for sure, but I tried to select EU, like, as my free transfer, and it didn't work. So you would either have to pay money or start a new Guild Wars 2 account. Yeah, I don't think you can actually transfer once you select NA or EU. I think you have to make a whole different new account. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know why it might have been a thing for arenanet in the past. Let's check this build to make sure it's updated. Yeah. Forget your new account partner. Stop tasing me! Yeah, this is the build. So, tree, smoke scale. You can obviously also run a boga. What is it? There's like 6. Yeah, the concentration infusions kind of matter, and the expertise infusions kind of matter. But failing that, you can probably run celestial food. Get pretty close to it. Oh no, celestial would take the concentration out, because the concentration matters because it gets you up to 1 and 3/4 second alacrity, and the expertise matters because it gets you up to 3 seconds entangle. But don't worry about it. Like, if you're just testing it out like I am, I gotta optimize it anyway. Yeah, also remember that if you do transfer after Friday, you can't earn pips. Also, I don't even know how that's going to work with the restructuring. It's like a week and a half or something, Sergio. It's like the week you transfer, and then the next week you can't earn pips or something. And it's not like you don't earn rewards. You just don't earn, like... It's like bonus pips or something, right? No, if you do it like Thursday night before reset happens, or like Friday before reset happens, then it's only like a week and change. But he's here or there is pretty close to being right, yeah. We'll see, we'll see. I generally don't take swings at things until I'm sure I'm gonna knock it out of the park. So maybe we'll wait for a couple, more 1,000 subscribers in Guild Wars 2 to die in 40 years, and I'll apply again. We'll see. Who knows? I think honestly part of what it might be is I think you need a face cam. I think they want people who are willing to show their face and are personable at least enough. And I'm so on the fence about that, because I really don't... I want you guys to be here for the content and the conversation. I don't want to do the monetized friendship thing, because I think that's really scummy. Part of... I see it so much with work. But also, you guys generally seem cool, so I wouldn't feel bad, and I don't run ads on my channel anyway, so I don't really know, and I don't really care. But we'll see. I mean, I only have a couple hundred. I'm honestly astonished that as many people as I get tune into my streams, and as many people as I get tune into my VODs. Like, even though I didn't stream for a week, like, this is not me bragging at all. This blew me out, like, blew my mind, and thank you for you guys. Like, generally, especially since I see this all the time at work. Like, I not only was gaining subs, even though I didn't stream last week, like, all last week and the week beforehand, that one stream that I did with the Druid build initially got like 700 views. And that's almost the number of subs I have on this channel. And I was like, what the fuck? But thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Or I'm glad this is left on in mental hospitals with those things that, like, the TVs that, like, are behind the cages. That's honestly where I think my streams end up. So either way, thank you. And I'm glad you're enjoying it, and let me know what I can do better, because I genuinely will. Like, it's amazing. Old stream account NA level 2. Yeah. Maybe it won't. Maybe it could just go, like, I don't know, farm world events or something. Honestly, with boosters, I'd like to see how long it takes nowadays to get to level 80. I have a juvenile wolf. I would like to not equip this. I gotta make my short list of people to message, make sure they get the notice that we're gonna be running around together. Yeah, just make sure you get all the, like, boosts you can. There's a lot of in-game boosts you can get as well that aren't just like celebration boosts, although you should have plenty of those stacked up if you have an old NA account. Like, plenty of celebration boosters, experience boosters and stuff. I missed because there's an invisible blind field here. There's so many things they just haven't fixed. God. Game, man. Yeah, honestly, map completion might not even be a bad idea. Oh, monkeys. You want to do me a favor, Ares, while I try not to die to this guy? When is the February patch with the Wizard's Vault refresh and new weapons? Can you look that up for me? I can look it up after this. Sudev, don't put in too much time, man. I'm down to play with you if you want, but I can also just try to invite you and see if this works. I'd feel so bad if you put in all that time, and it does scale you up to 80 in World vs. World. You just don't unlock all the skills and stuff. Anyway, just weird when you think about it. I wonder if there's some kind of crazy build that does more damage at low level. Want to fight me? Oh no, it's Sergio. Hello, Sergio. Because I gotta let people know as well. February 27th, according to this. So if you want to make buttloads of money, 49 days, thank you. Make sure to get your map completion done, your core map completion, to make that legendary before February 27th, because there will be a new Wizard's Vault refresh, which means a new legendary starter kit. And if you are on, day one and whatnot, yeah, that's smarter, I think, Sudev. If you're on day one, like hour one, instant 500 to 1,000 gold, easy money. So, sir, you're not Sergio unless you switch characters. Very rude. Ooh, he's got the World vs. World chess piece, though. Always a 3v1 or whatever. Nice. Classic. Oof. Yummy. Button of win the game's too good. I shouldn't have even tried to fight him when he had Elixir of Ambition up. It's way too broke. Can you out DPS my bullshit pet heal? I'm really curious. I think he can because he has poison. There he goes. How'd he stealth? That was interesting. Hit 4. See that in the special tab of the World vs. World is like a spoiler of the major patch. Really? That's funny. These things. Chapter Haters Gate. That's kind of funny, honestly. Okay, spoilers. I'm gonna have to label this stream spoilers. That's funny. That's pretty good, honestly. It's pretty good. This guy has been AFK this entire stream, dude. I still think Selly Harbinger's the most broke thing. So what do you guys think's like the best in World versus World for roaming right now? I think it goes Selly Harbinger, like whatever the crap people are running on Willbender that I still need to figure out. Like that one Willbender build is what the video is going to be called whenever I make it. And then I don't know, the Revenant thing seems really strong. Like I know it's not popular, but I still think that Revenant build I made is like really good. Like healing 2000 health every 10 seconds is on top of the barrier you get is like on top of the other healing is like so fucking good. It doesn't have any range pressure though, and Harbinger sort of has that. I still think if you can, the thing that makes Harbinger unfair is not the fact that they have all the pressure which they have, which a lot of other things have. Thief and Mesmers can just one-shot you really fast. I think if you can outlast their initial burst or know how to fight a thief, I think they're fightable. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. I think Thief is only overpowered because it has a shorter reveal duration window than PvP. Like if it had the 4 seconds instead of the 3 seconds, I think it would be a lot more like fair in World versus World. But it has 3 seconds, which is what it has in PvP, which I didn't know, which is insane to me. But it is what it is. Maybe I just know how to fight Mesmers since I play it. Yeah, there's the one Virtuoso build that can do like 40 stacks of confusion. That's pretty... Just press a button. I don't know. If you're good at your class, you can definitely like be oppressive on it. Wanna fight? Heck yeah. Oh, it's more than one person. Uncharitably done, sir. That was good. Yeah, it's like this one build that I need to figure out what they run. It's like lethal tempo. Like the amount of might they get for doing nothing is insane. I need to figure out this build so I can fight it. But look at all those like boons, man. They even get alacrity and shit. Willbender's so crazy. And again, this is like I might Aries. iCover actually sent me his build. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. I'd rather try to figure it out and then message them and see how close I am, right? I just haven't had time. iCover, or what's his other name? Major Huck, sent me his build. He was an older viewer. Doesn't get a lot of time to watch anymore, but he had a really good one. He's gonna send it to me. Yeah, but it doesn't have stealth. It just has like every boon in the game. And that gets back to what I was talking about with Harbinger. I don't think they're really overpowered. I think that concentration shouldn't be allowed in World versus World. And like the fact that they get their PvE boon durations and then also like you can run concentration on top of that is just ridiculous, man. Like this guy's gonna keep up with me and there's nothing I can do here. Like I just chain immobilized him, he doesn't care because he has resistance out the butt. Stability somehow there. Back up to full health. They're so ridiculous. Like, and now he's over there. Like, what do you even do against that? I don't even think I could keep up with that on my Bladesworn build before it was nerfed, man. And somehow he wasn't in combat even though he took a damage tick there. Like, I know, I can tell when they're cheating and when they're not. Like, I know Guardian animations, but they should have, even in World versus World roaming, there should always be weaknesses. Like, the weaknesses to a Harbinger is you kite out the elixir of bullshit. The weakness to a Harbinger, because they have a good heal skill now, although he's not running it, is just nothing. Oh, there's two of them? Great. Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's it. It would be, here's the weakness for Harbinger. And that would be it. Or Willbender, whatever. You get the point. It's just, it's so insane. Guy's also running shield. Somehow he didn't get immobilized by my unblockable immobilize skill. Sure. Somehow this guy's over here. I would like them to at least make the warrior traits work by the time the restructuring thing happens, so that I could try them out on Bladesworn. I don't think it'll be good, but I would like to try it since it's the class I know. I don't think you need to be good at Willbender, honestly. I am impressed that they seem to be able to slot the DPS utility skill, like the spin kick. I'm honestly really impressed that they have room for that on their bar. I'm trying to... I should probably make one so that I know how to fight it, right? And I'm gonna guess how you fight it is just change CC it with something that removes boons. You might be able to. I don't know that. You definitely can if you don't dry. Might be able to. Yeah, this one's getting shitloads of alacrity too. Means he's at least running the personal alacrity trait. The fact that he's getting out of combat so fast is kind of what's skeeving me out. I think the fact that their teleport is also an instacast is kind of bullshit. Like their F3 teleport. Granted, they still don't have stealth, so the minute they give Willbender stealth, I'll cry. I think it's Virtue, Zeal, and Willbender, definitely. I mean, those are good classes to focus. I focus Warrior and then just cry every patch. Which of the... They actually have more than that. We looked this up, Sergio. So, like... We're trying to figure it out which, like, how many non-weapon teleports they have, and including the weapons, they have the Sword 2, they have the Sword 4 or whatever it is, right? The, like, Initiate port. They have Hammer, which is a conditional one. And they have Judge's Intervention, they have Merciful Intervention. They have the F3, the F1 and the F2 are also movement skills. And then guess what? The elite skill is also a teleport now. It's like, what the fuck? Why people don't choose Mechanist? Because it has great mobility and doesn't do any damage. And the mech is a nightmare to try to micromanage in World versus World. I think you could honestly make some kind of weird Mechanist build that didn't run the mech so much. Like, just used all of its skills on you. But that would be really situational, I think. It's gonna get in. Yep, there he goes. Bender's so stupid. It's, again, I don't like low-hanging fruit, so the same thing with the immobilized druid thing. My brain doesn't instinctively go, oh yeah, I'll make a Willbender build, because I don't want to lose my soul, right? Like, look at this guy. Literally 5 stacks of stability, infinity might, all of the boons in the game, or at least 7 of them, perma protection, pulsing alacrity. Yeah, I know nothing's ever gonna beat whatever it's called, the invuln, instacast invuln, refresh all my good skills button. But it's just funny that the elite is also a teleport now. Like if they put that kind of shit on like warrior or something, people would bitch to the heavens and back. There would be no amount of like no end to the crying that would ensue. It would be unbelievable. Bye. Oh no. Deadeye was unfair when Deadeye had 3 seconds of stealth every time it dodge rolled. I think Deadeye is perfectly fair now. If you want to run Deadeye and one-shot people, that's a playstyle and that's up to you. I'm not saying that's what you did, I'm just saying I think it's fair. Because it's not going to do anything else. Deadeye is the fair way of stealth, honestly, because they actually took into consideration Deadeye's stealth mechanics and then balanced it around that. Like 1 second of stealth on dodge with the reveal that it has, like with the elite skill not able to remove reveal anymore, like now Deadeye is fair. Deadeye wasn't fair when it could remove reveal. That was silly. Not for World versus World roaming, anyway. That was fucking dumb. This song is the ending credit song to an animated Sonic show, like Sonic the Hedgehog, that is geared toward children. And it, like, I don't know what kind of repressed soul was working on this, like, show, and was like, let's get basically a hardcore gangster rap for the end credit song. Because part of the lyrics for this song are, I've got my dead on a table, which I don't believe is in an animated, belongs in an animated Sonic show for 8-year-olds. But okay, what do I know? I'm not a parent. Not gonna tell you how to raise your kids. Just weird to me. I like the song. Solo leveling? The anime, or are you doing it? Just give him an iPad. Yeah, duct tape an iPad to the kid, and it'll learn from there. Honestly, might be better than the American school system. Oh, that's dark. Need to pay our teachers more, chat. Completely unbiased. Girlfriend definitely isn't a teacher. I hate when I see parents that do that. No judgment if you do, I guess. I'm not a parent, I can't judge. Just give them a tablet and free access to the internet. What could go wrong? Oh dear, I have problems. knot real quick. More interested in this weird skirmish thing, though, than any of what they're doing with the tower. That was sarcasm. Letting your kids grow along with the world. I think you're joking, but yeah. I'm going to do a little bit more than just give them an iPad. Ooh, I like your hat. I love the swaggering set. I want there to be more swaggering. Not a parent, don't want to be. That's what the boat I'm in. I need to be... How do I phrase this politely? I think from what I've seen in my 30 some odd experience of years on the earth, you should have to take a test to be a parent. It shouldn't be a hard test. It should be like 10 multiple choice questions that don't change or something. But there should be some kind of test. And I would need to be unbelievably financially stable to have a kid. Yeah, that's the issue, is the smart people are not having kids because the smart people are terrified of what they would do to a child. Aries, you hit the nail on the head. And unless they themselves are unbelievably financially stable, they don't have kids because they know how much kids fucking cost to raise correctly. It's like $200,000 or something before they even hit college, and then it like exponentially doubles. It's like, it's so fucking insane. Meanwhile, I know people with like 3 kids and 4 dogs who, you know, can't financially support themselves, and it's like, all right, good luck. I don't know, man. I'm not here to fix the world problems. I'm here to stream Guild Wars, but Jesus Christ. Some kind of level of restraint for some things, you know? Not even people who stream Guild Wars on the internet, Aries. Can't even trust them. Maybe I'm the only untrustworthy person. Little baby. I think I know you. Nope. I know a different little baby. Oh, I love this build. It can't kill world benders, but it can kill everything else. The projectile for the tree is so finicky, though. Let's see if it'll even hit this veteran oak cart. There it goes. The vulnerability it stacks is nice. Check out all that bleeding. I just think having some kind of power pressure is better than having the bleeding trait. Unclear. TBD. Aw. I'd like to believe in people, honestly. I really would. I think society kind of ruins it. Because there's lots of psychological things that play into it, but I like to believe in people. I think that intelligent people will naturally gravitate to other intelligent people, and that's one of the few blessings of society. Not saying I'm intelligent, because I'm fucking not. I'm streaming Guild Wars at midnight when I have a car appointment tomorrow. Definitely not one of those people. Just some kind of idiot who knows the build editor. Oh, do you want to fight? Fight me. Fight me. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. He doesn't even have the repair buff. Alright, fine. There we go. Go take this camp. Started going down here forever ago. Ooh, do you want to fight? All these rangers running around, man. You're an untamed. You want to fight. You have food. Fight me. I know you want to fight. I know you want to fight. Fight me. Dude. 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 Bro. Bro. He's even running Kandi Untamed. Oh my god, you gigantic bitch. Fight me. Probably Ares. I'm the worst one of all. Still playing a 10-year-old MMO, man. Does this one guy even get rope me into getting smoke scales every stream? He's fucking great. Yeah, pretty much, dude. I just hate that, honestly, this is a genuine comment. I hate that in high school I was told there were like 3 things I could be. It was like doctor, lawyer, engineer, and that's it. I wasn't, none of this streaming crap was available in high school. That wasn't a real job. I mean, it's still not really a real job. But like, I wasn't told like, coding or programmer or anything like that. The people that just guessed computer science was going to be relevant in 50 years lucked out. And that's what gets on my nerves. And it's like, oh man, now that's like a thing. And everywhere in their cat has like coding schools in the US. You don't even need to go to college. You just go to a vocational school and get out of that making 100K. Like, oh man, guess I guessed wrong. I'm not in the boat that I have to pay for grad school though, which some of my friends are, and they literally don't use their graduate degree, which sounds like it sucks nuts. Because that's 200K down the drain. And even in our housing market, that's a house. Okay, Immobilize is just not going to go off and I'm going to die to the camp while complaining about the housing market. Typical world versus world. Wow, there's a lot of ambient stuff around here that I don't want to fight. Hi. What's up? What are you, a mesmer? Okay, cool. Well, I was at half health with no buttons. It was destined to happen. Although, to be fair, I think I put swords on that camp forever ago. Oh, it was a tier 2 camp. Makes more sense. I have to aggro everything and like kite it around and stuff. I play Bladesworn, man. The dumbest bitch of all. God, I want that class to be fun again. Chat, I think I would kill one of you to have Daring Dragon back. Like, just take you out. Like, completely. Just done. Not really, but holy shit, that build was fun. Oh my god, I miss it so much. Or just something similar. Like, it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to be... Like, if they don't want that playstyle in the game, fine. I just like Bladesworn to be like... I mean, it's... I'd like to say it's gotta happen, but I also know arenanet, so we'll see. I think they fundamentally need to figure out what they want Bladesworn to do and what it to not do, because I think they are, with some of the warrior traits being so overpowered, like no one ran it, which is why they put the alacrity on that trait. But then, the feeling I get from them not wanting repeated burst skills in the game is like, yeah, exactly. It's like, I get the feeling they're so scared of like some of the interactions on warrior, and yet you have things that are bullshit like Willbender running around. So it's like, maybe just balance it, I saw a comment on one of Captain Crapface's videos where they were like, the comment was, the warrior players in the game, and I don't think this is not valid, because I think that anyone's opinion about a game is to an extent valid, but what they were essentially saying is, warrior players in Guild Wars 2 are generally so good that there are some bugs, and to be fair, there are, although I don't think there are as many as this person was talking about, that are abusable, and then those good players abuse those bugs to, like, be as good as they are, right? And the top upvoted comment or under that was like, yeah, but they could just, like, fix the bugs and then balance the class, instead of relying on that as a crutch to just not have it work, right? Oh, I'm so dead here. Well, we almost won that 1v50. Well, like, again, World vs. World, Harbinger can be God in World vs. World. Willbender can be, God tier in World vs. World. That's not the issue, because World vs. World isn't balanced around Harbinger and Willbender, because they don't do anything in Zergs, right? If anything, Firebrand is still king of shit, like king shit of fuck mountain in World vs. or in Zergs, and Berserker, for better or worse, does do a lot of damage with Arc Divider, and Spellbreaker does a lot of work with Bone Rip. Like, Bladesworn doesn't need to be relevant in Zergs. It does need to have some kind of direction in a game mode at least. And right now, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have an identity in PvP other than Unshakable Mountain. It doesn't have, and it really never did. And the only, I think, identity you could ever really have it argue that it had was, okay, it does the one big hit. But, and again, this is hyperbole, but like I was talking to one of my, Bladesworn friends, and it's like, if you get hit by Dragon Trigger after they build up the like 65 load that's necessary and sit there for 2.5 seconds and you don't get CC'd, you deserve to have the game uninstalled, right? Like, it is the biggest tell. It is 900 range. You can kite it to space. Like, there is no excuse to get hit by that. Like, I don't care that most people were on the unblockable trait. Like, it's not an issue. It's so weird. And they need to figure out, in my opinion, what they want it to do, how they want it to play, at least one playstyle. Heaven forbid they give it multiple playstyles by making the Grandmasters interesting, and then do that. But they just don't. So we'll see. I'd love it to get revitalized too, man. I would love that, and heaven forbid they give it some support like Druid has or something. I mean, at least it gives Alacrity in World versus World, unlike Spectre. But I guess Protection's better for Thief? I don't know. I want to have a non-confrontational like conversation with Cal Kohan about some of this crap, where just like, I don't know, I say non-confrontational, and my first question would be, like, hey Cal, this is how the conversation would go. And this is, again, why I don't think I'm partnered with arenanet. Yeah, like, I do like Cal as a dev. I just think he's a huge troll, and I would like to be able to disseminate the trolling from the actual feedback. So I don't want to make my conversation initiate with trolling. But if I was going to do that and take completely the wrong tone in this conversation, Ellie, Sudev, period, it would be, hey Cal, I want to ask you a question. And he would go, oh, what's that, Pseudo? And I would be like, Bladesworn sucks. And that would be the end of the conversation. Because that's completely the wrong tone for this. And I know it, and he knows it. So it's whatever, right? But, it is what it is. It's a trash can right now, and I hope it gets better. Wow, this Mesmer destroyed me. Although I did get pulled by that camp guy. So let's not be here real quick. Oh, got me. Nice job, dude. Harbinger? The Harbinger didn't do much. He might have been in the camp. I want to 1v1 that Mesmer without the camp there. But yeah, Ellie's a better healer, period. Mostly because Ellie doesn't have to wait 10 seconds or generate Astral to go back into healing. We'll see once Mesas come out. But I think in general, Ellie's just better. It also has, honestly, a pretty decent amount of support on the staff. I could be wrong. There could be a Druid player shouting at the screen if Muckluck watches this. I don't think he does watch my videos, but he's probably screaming that Druid's better. Because they do have a trait that just increases outgoing healing to allies and then decreases your astral form cooldown by, like, whenever you heal an ally, which doesn't include your pet. It has to be an ally player. So if you're in a group, Druid could be better. I don't really know. I don't play either of those classes enough to be an authority on it. But I know Muckluck does, and I know... Do I know any Ellie players? Cello Frag plays a shitload of Elementalist. Although I think he does mostly chatting streams nowadays. I love the Ellie skills. I really like that most of them are single target. I think that's a really good way of balancing it, Sergio. I worry about the Ellie skill that's just Scorched Earth, the one you're talking about, that's just Scorched Earth, but 900 range and freezes. Because that technically can hit 9 targets, which is in a weird spot for everything else being one target. Ooh, do you want to fight? I want to fight. I want to 1v1, dude. You want to 1v1? I'm not going to just, like, initiate. I feel bad. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Over there. Nice. Well done. I'll micromanage my pet a little bit here. My stun break that transfers conditions to my pet just didn't do that. Also, I was also jumped by a necromancer. Interesting. Does that have range? Does the weird signet transfer thing have range? Oh, I'm sorry. You'll get one, Sudev. Don't worry about it. Dude, it does have range. My pet has to be in range to transfer the conditions. Oh my god. I didn't know that. Okay, we're learning things. That's fair. Pet has to be in range. Alright, fine. Yeah, that's true. Water Staff 4 can hit. They want it to be a Condi weapon, and I guess having one, like, power skill isn't bad, but having one power skill is, like, weird. Especially if it's also AoE. I don't know. They've definitely given Ellie weirder crap, right? I'm not an Ellie player as well, and I don't want Ellie to not have cool things just because Bladesworn sucks. So, I'm all for it. Just know, Sergio, that skill, the pistol, whatever it is, like 3 or whatever, if you cast it, like, up here, and the middle field doesn't encompass, like, part of the hill, or doesn't start on the top of the hill, it actually will just stop at the top of this hill, unless they fix that bug. So you'll get, like, literally one field out if you cast it from here, as opposed to if you cast it from here, you'll get, like, 3. It's, like, really weird. And I know that from years of playing Berserker. Yo, at least Sudev gets calls back. I never got calls back when I was applying to regular jobs. I just apply and never hear anything back, man. I was always like the B+ applicant, never the A tier. Very frustrating. Or maybe you were our second choice, is just what they tell people. I got that so much when I was applying to jobs right out of college. Like, okay, thanks. So I feel his pain. Look at something, though. The pet has to be in range. Well, that's awful. There's no other Condi cleanse utilities, right? Yeah, of course there's not. That's how it's balanced. Oh, the barrier one's good. Barrier stun break is very good. I really like this one for kiting potential. Again, I don't know how useful the entangle, like grasping vines, is. And again, thank you, Ares, for getting me a smoke scale. We'll see. I'm trying to play Druid because Untamed just seems like really good. But maybe I'm wrong. I see mostly Soul Beasts running around on Ranger anyway. I will say Maces on Ranger look sick. Like, they look so juiced. And this is probably the closing sort of discussion I want to have tonight. I'm so scared about all the weapons that aren't the ones that are coming out in February, right? I hope to God that February, and it's not just numbers, they juice up literally all of the old weapons in the game. They won't, but I really hope they do. Right? Like, we need it. And it's not just warrior. Like, ranger weapons are pretty okay, but that's also where most of ranger's damage is. Like, there's so many classes that just need some love on their weapons, right? I'm so worried about that. Hello. I'd like to fight. I need to stop knocking them out of the entangle like that. Okay, sure. I'll also fight guards. That's fair. Ah, the guards screwed me on that. Never getting a 1v1. Thus is world versus world, though. Stomp? Oh, there we go. Exactly the wrong time to have the guards come along. Alright, he deserved that. As much as a thief can deserve kills, he deserved that. No gliding. Actually learning. We're actually learning, chat. Oh my god. But yeah, I like all of warrior weapons, like not the burst skills, the actual warrior weapon skills need help. Guardian Scepter could use some love. Ellie Staff, I think, maybe a little bit more, but I've seen a lot of people make it work in weird situations, so I don't know. Thief has a lot of redundant weapons, and Axe isn't going to help with that. What is this, the one Willbender still? Mesmer. Mesmer weapons are pretty good. Offhand sword could be better. Necro Staff is weird. Because the skills on Necro Staff... I'd like to think that Ares, but I think that's too easy. I think he just has a lot of problems with the design philosophy of it. Kind of like I went into on my video and my huge post on it. And he, like, knows... I don't think he got wrecked by it. I think he, like... I mean, maybe. I think that saying Cal Cohen got wrecked by a class and therefore he nerfs Arc Divider or whatever, though, is too easy, honestly. It's fun to meme on that, and, you know, for the sake of memes, I agree. But real talk, I think that Warrior has so many fundamental design flaws. Like, the biggest problem with Bladesworn is that it doesn't have an F1. It's not that Unshakable Mountain exists. That could be taken out of the game in one patch. It's that it doesn't actually have a regular burst skill, which means that Dragon Trigger needs to be the burst skill, but that also means that the burst skill needs to still be 8 seconds. And giving Dragon Trigger an 8-second cooldown is hugely problematic. Like, there's so many reasons why that is so, like, from a design standpoint, that's so bad. Like, it hamstrings all of the power budget into that. So the only two things you can have, really, it can't have mobility. Like, it... Warriors, again, this is why fixing the warrior weapons, I think... I mean, fair enough, yeah. I get that you're just joking and it's fun to just talk about shit, but, like... I played more of that class more knowledgeably, I think, than anything else in this game. Like, I played more Mesmer, but not well. Like, I had to become basically a sage at that class to make it work, and... the things on Bladesworn that are good are the same things on the same problem it has on Warrior, and that the things that it has are broken as fuck. The problem is that completely destroys the power budget you have for the things that aren't broken. So Unshakable Mountain, it's why I titled my post, just delete Unshakable Mountain in Tactical Reload, and then we can have a real class. Because designing a class A around ammunition and B around those two things is idiotic. Let alone going into the facts that, like, Dragon Trigger needs to be 8 seconds so that Warrior can have all of its traits trigger every 8 seconds and stuff like that. Like, it's so problematic. Like, if you anyone are listening or anyone hasn't heard my rant already or my explanation, just go read the gigantic post I read that I pin in almost every one of my videos. Like, it's genuinely a good post. I put a lot of work into it. It's not just complaining that this class sucks. Because honestly, I don't give a flying fuck if Bladesworn is actually good. I want it to make sense. That's all I want. And it's not a real class. It's a one-button joke. And it has so much potential. Like, conceptually, it's so cool. Like, the anime gun saber mobility, like, hybrid idea that it has, so cool. So awesome. Like, just the best. Dude, I am never... literally never gonna get a fight. It's the rest of the stream is gonna be me running to this camp, trying to take a guard, and getting ambushed by 2 to 3 people. Like, it's literally, and then me, like, quasi-remembering that gliding is disabled. At least I've actually not died to forgetting that this stream, you know? There's so many problems with it. There's so many easy ways you could fix it. Take Unshakable Mountain, take Tactical Reload, throw them in the garbage can, start from there. Give it a little bit more back, dial it back, give it some interesting Grandmasters, dial those back if you have to. Keep going. Oh, man. Making the aftercast less on the Gunsaber skills is not helping. Not helping, arenanet. Not helping. Exacerbating the problem. I'm okay with it. I know what I'm getting into, and so do the people watching, Sergio. It is what it is. Again, mostly here for the conversation, just build testing. I am definitely seeing holes in this build. Honestly, after playing Ranger for a little bit, I think it's considerably less bullshit than I thought it was at the start. I do, however, reserve my judgment for maces, which I still think are bullshit after trying them in the beta. And I still think that Ranger weapons play the best compared to warrior weapons. Like, hammer is some of the most fun I've had in this game. Like, that's why I'm still playing this. Hammer is fucking great. Like, all the skills weave into each other, the fact that you can select which versions you want out of combat. I would love this functionality on every warrior weapon, man. This would be an amazing way to integrate the idea of a weapons master. That would be so sick. Like, even if the skills weren't better, but you could just choose an offensive or defensive, in quotes, version of each one, that would be so fucking sick. I would love that so much. You know, not after the PvP match started or whatever, just like in general, like this. It'd be amazing. I'm going to get this game. Or not, but I'm going to try. Yeah, that's, like, again, Ares, I have to believe that too. And that's why, you know, just shouting at the devs is not productive at all. And I can't... While cathartic, I can't make every video that Bladesworn video, because I did that mostly to appease my own catharsis and just to get all of my thoughts on paper. And same thing really with that, you know, one... Jesus fuck, dude. One post, right? Every single time after I initiate. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, chat. They're literally waiting here for me. It's funny. I love it. We can take a different camp. I'm sorry I've systematically fed blue team 10 points. I feel bad now. I'll tell you one thing Warrior has that Ranger definitely doesn't, and that's stun breaks. I saw, and again, this gets back into the, there's a few really good Warrior players, and then there's a bunch of people who, like, because Warrior is so scattered, I think, and I have to try to understand why, a lot of people have different opinions on how Warrior should be played, because it really only has a couple things. And there is, I don't want to call my Warrior bros out, but, and I think this is the true on every forum, but there is some colossally bad feedback on the Warrior forums. And it's not just, okay, this thing is, you know, should be your instant win button. Like, stuff like that, I think on any forum is pretty easy to be like, well, no, maybe it shouldn't. But the one I saw, and the one that, I don't want to call this guy out, because I think the Arc Divider thing is a little bit more valid. I think Arc Divider should maybe do 2 strikes, and that would have been a happy medium. But there's this sort of quasi-meme post that keeps getting locked on the Warrior forums that's like, return Arc Divider or I'm going to get banned. Like, I'm going to post every day about it. And it's like, that's not productive dialogue. Like, I'd like Daring Dragon back too, but I don't think that's actual constructive feedback that they're ever going to take action on, right? If anything, that's hurting the argument. It's like when you see a famous streamer that's mostly a troll, and I'm not going to name names, but log in and be like, I think Arc Divider was overpowered and they should have nerfed it, and they're like being sarcastic, but that doesn't add anything to the conversation, right? Like, the one that Jesus Christ, dude, what server is this? The one that I saw, oh my god, really? From this angle too? Alright, well, we'll do this now. The one that I saw that got me, and I was like, okay, this isn't helping, was like they nerfed Savage Instinct. I mean, maybe, I don't care. They can stream snipe me if they want. Totally cool with that. I'm glad to have enough people watch me to stream snipe, man. Oh, we got one person queue. I'm not really hurting anything. The one that I saw that was not that kind of broke me was there was a similar post, and I don't know if it was the same guy, so apologies, I guess, to you if it is the same guy, but it was like, return Savage Instinct or I'm gonna post every until I get banned about this. And if you didn't know, Savage Instinct is the trait that gives you 2 seconds of damage invulnerability, power damage invulnerability when you press it, and it also breaks stun when you go into Berserk mode. There are very few classes that got their stun break in a trait returned after it was taken away in Guild Wars 2. Soul Beast used to have one that was on a 10-second ICD, basically, and that still isn't there. It only removes Immobilize. I think Druid had... Basically, every class had one somewhere. There's no gliding. Every time, man. Every specialization basically had one in their minor traits, and Berserker actually didn't have one, and it got one added to it. And the fact that that also was on top of 2 seconds of damage invulnerability is crazy town to me. Granted, the 2 seconds of invulnerability can be triggered off of... There's another trait that whenever you exit Berserk mode, you gain the 2 seconds of invulnerability as well. So I can kind of see it with that, in conjunction with that trait, like the complaint being a little bit more valid. But, like, the broken part of Savage Instinct isn't the damage invulnerability. It's the fucking stun break. And, like, this guy's argument was Power Berserker needs it more than Condi Berserker. Basically, like, they nerfed my build, bring it back, or I'm gonna, like, cry about it every day. And the reason I am very... Yeah, like, Necro had Foot in the Grave, although I think that was on a core trait line, so they could have maybe moved that. Like, Reaper could definitely have one, right? Even though Reaper's kind of the counterplay to Necro has always been heavy CC pressure, although that's kind of like, you know, where's that on Willbender, right? Like, again, the reason I want to take a constructive tone with arenanet, and the reason, like, if they were to partner me, I would rather it be while I'm doing constructive criticism and still enjoying the game, which I do genuinely. Like, I'm obviously playing it and not monetizing my crap, and I hope, you know, I want to more people to get into build crafting, and that's why I stream, is... like, return this, or I'm gonna post about this every day is not productive. That doesn't add anything to the conversation. Even if your point is valid, you're just detracting from your own point by adding commentary like that. Or saying Cal Cohen is a shit developer or whatever, or like, you know, he got killed by Arc Divider once and that's why it got nerfed. Like, that's not helping anything. What we need is more communication from the devs of like, okay, here's why we added a 2-second delay to Blade Sworn, you know, Dragon Trigger boost. Here's why we took away the 3 hits of Arc Divider. You know, Guy has a really, I think, you know, we can try to moralize it or come up with our own theories to justify it all we want, and they might be better than the dev's actual reasoning. But, like, you know, if they took away the 3 hits of Arc Divider, because it would literally hit you if you didn't press your dodge button, and sometimes still did hit you if you pressed your dodge button because the cast was that long, like, having an explanation from the devs and then deciding that if that explanation or not is valid is way more productive than I'm going to post about this every day until, you know, it gets reverted because it tanked my build, right? Like, that's not helpful, you know? So that's why I try to be constructive with my criticism, if that makes any sense. I think everyone listening to this or on my channel already knows that, but That's my 3 cents on that. Like I make my compilation posts on here's my feedback from Bladesworn. Maybe they can do something with it. Maybe they don't. You know, maybe they read it. Maybe they don't. I'd like to believe they do, but it's possible they don't. All I can do is actually provide the feedback they ask for, you know? And I also think that I've had some really depressing arguments from other streamers where it's like, you know, they don't read feedback. And it's like, that's entirely possible. I don't know how reading, you know, books, you know, how much time I'd have for that if I worked for arenanet either. But if they're going to ask for feedback, I'd like to believe they do, you know? Because if they don't, then it's, I guess it's cathartic to me. Shrug, you know? Learn how to self-validate, I guess. That's all I'm saying. Oh, man. It's been a night, so I kind of went off the rails with rambling there. I know people like the some people like the rambling, some people don't. Is what it is. I agree. I want to make this more into a chill build, honestly, like actual chill condition. Chill is really strong. I'm discovering that chill is kind of the counterplay to ranger downstate because it prevents them from getting their pet res up very fast. Yeah, I've also seen them definitely roll back stuff from feedback. The problem is that if it's not something that immediately impacts a game mode, they don't tend to do it immediately. Aries. So that's why I joke where it's like, okay, Bladesworn will be relevant in 6 years. Because maybe it will, right? Like, Berserker took, speaking of which, Berserker took how many years to actually get, in quotes, fixed, right? Like, it was so long. Oh my god, this guy's Condi. And look at this shit. Like, I'm genuinely struggling against this build right now because it's a Condi Berserker. And I'm like, okay, fuck. You know, this is a good, strong build. Running sword, shield, even. Very, very good build. Oh, I'm dead here. He's got me. That was good. No, this is a very strong build right now in both PvP and World versus World. It's not the best. It's not as strong as I think people think it is, but it's definitely good. Clearly, right? Gotta use all my ranger cheese. Oh, you got me. Good. Wow, that does not hit. I understand why people don't run the tree now. The tree projectile, like, does not hit. Like, you cast it, and then it's like got the longbow projectile problem where it just, the actual auto attacks just suck. Oh, that was good. Good job, dude. Like, yeah, like a good solution, right? Like, so I think if they want to fix, in quotes, Bladesworn, they're gonna have to redo it. Like, almost all of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone's a genius and they've thought of a problem or a solution I haven't. But I think it has so many problems that they're gonna actually have to redo it if they want to fix it. The only halfway measure, yeah, like a complete rework, honestly, because first off, I mean, just from a design perspective, it's really weird you're locked in place, right? It's also really weird that you had to channel for 5 seconds when the cooldown for Dragon Trigger to begin with was 8 seconds. So that makes casting Dragon Trigger have effectively... I mean, originally there's no gliding in World vs. World. I finally died to it. Take a shot, chat. It originally had a 13-second cast time, right? Or, like, cooldown time. And didn't have alacrity. So... like, it was 8 seconds, and then you press the button and had to wait there for 5. Now it's 2.5. So it's like in a game that's based around freedom of movement, like shit, you know, when they introduced they already said they introduced teleports to every other class because, like, you know, playing Thief when everything else had teleports is like felt really bad, so they just made all the Wells teleports on Spectre. Like, Bladesworn didn't really get a teleport. It got like the little hop and Dragon Trigger, but that feels like dog shit. You know, like a 300 range instacast teleport with no, like, they can't even teleport up to Skyhammer platforms unless they're literally right above you. Like, you know, the stars align, like in my Bladesworn video. Go watch it, it's good. Like, putting that in a game that's all about freedom of movement is weird to begin with, right? Let alone, like, all of the other problems of, like, having to generate flow, then having to convert that into bullets, then having to wait there, then having to have the stars align, and they've already nerfed Dragon Trigger Boost, like, 3 times. And then, like, also all the Grandmasters play the same now, and, like, the bullets don't do anything else, and then it also has armaments, but those don't do anything because it's all ammunition, like, the traits are all ammunition-based. And it has like 7 different systems on top of like all the other warrior systems. So like, even not knowing the class, right? Like, even if you haven't played a second of Bladesworn, just listening to me talk about it, like, all the things that I've said are real things that it has. And then you add to that its elite skill refreshes 1 charge of, you know, all of its ammunition skills, and then like none of the gunsaber skills are good, and then also Shieldmaster is bugged, so you have incredible Aegis uptime, but that's also how it's like it's being balanced around a bug existing, and they'd have to fix that bug. They'd have to rebalance other reflects on warrior, and the fact that it has no way to gap close really. So it's like, or it does have ways to gap close, but those ways to gap close are overloaded as well. So it's just like, and then because those things are overloaded, none of the warrior weapons are good. So if they fix one part of this, it rebalances all of the other scales. So it's like, what the fuck, you know? It's just, I think, again, the first things that they're going to do, and this is, I said this cynically, but I genuinely, seeing what they did the last Bladesworn patch, you know, I think this is what's going to happen, is in February, they're going to give Bladesworn its F1 back on its regular non-Gunsaber weapons. They're going to give Gunsaber its own distinct F1. Dragon Trigger will be an F2. It will have slightly longer cooldown. It will also count as a burst skill. If you cast Dragon Trigger, it will put the other burst skill you have on cooldown, which won't be necessary, but will be an arenanet change, because arenanet and maybe Unshakable Mountain will have some of the power taken off of it for PvP, because they're scared of it. I really don't think that'll be enough, but I think they know that giving staff to Bladesworn, which is the most supporty of, like, the most support build version. Like, there isn't a support Berserker right now, but Bladesworn doesn't have an F1, and that's where all of staff's healing is. All of it. Like, say what you want about, like, the 5, which is Bullet Catcher, and the Leap. Those are fine. All of its reliable healing is on the F1. And if you are in a Alacrity class that doesn't have all of its healing, I'm sorry, arenanet, you still don't have a support weapon. And when this weapon comes out, if they don't do that, I think even Cal knows, you know, memeing about him as much as we do, or don't do, or try not to, like, that's just shooting yourself in the foot. Because all of the warriors, whether you're a good, knowledgeable player or you're not, are going to realize, hey, I'm trying to play this support class, and it doesn't have my primary healing button. And that's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like, that's just gonna look bad from a company standpoint, you know? I don't know. I don't want to get on the warrior complaint train. So again, I'd like to, like Aries said, like to have faith. You know, maybe it's gonna get a rework one day, because Berserker took 5 years to get some of its trade-offs back, and now Berserker's fun. Like, Berserker is genuinely fun. I have a Berserker build. I'm not going to show it on stream because I'm terrified they're going to nerf it. But there are plenty of Berserker builds, and maybe I should. Maybe I should just run it and, like, you know, let people enjoy it. I don't think it's broken by any means. I think even this Druid build is better than it. But maybe not. I just got beaten by a Berserker, you know? I also don't play Druid. So it is what it is. Give your bud this build. I'll tell you what. How far away from February? Yeah, I'll send it to you, Ares. I'll shoot you. How can I send this to you? This is a Druid stream. No one in the world is going to stream snipe me from arenanet and find this build, right? Hang on. I'm not going to explain it, but I will send it to you. It's pretty self-explanatory. I have to find it. I didn't save it. Fuck. Hang on. Mail it? You're not going to want to type that, man. You can't copy-paste from mail. That's a Vindicator. The old version of it, but I doubt he has ascended for it anyway. Yeah, there we go. This is the old version anyway. I don't think it's really a secret, but that's what I've been running. Watch aristocracy runes get nerfed for no reason. I'll try to make the updated version and send it to you, but that's pretty much it. You can also run it with Balthazar runes. It's very similar to what that guy was fighting, you know, was using. Meta Battle also hasn't been updated in 5 ever, but it's also similar-ish to what Meta Battle is running, but not really. So, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. I really should start playing it just in case it gets nerfed in February, though. Maybe I'll have, like, paid streams for it or something stupid. You can delete it if need be. Nah. I think it'll still show up in the chat replay. So it is what it is. If arenanet wants to know, they know, I'm sure. The fun thing about that build is it kind of plays like a Berserker I think should, where it doesn't have any stability. Like, you need Cleansing Ire. That's just where all of your fucking Condi Cleanse is. It just is. For better or worse, that's where all of Warrior's Condi Cleanse is right now. But it has 4 fucking stun breaks on the build. So, kinda neat. So, like, if you're gonna get stunned, you can choose how you break that stun. And yeah, you're still susceptible to chain CC. I think everything should be. But it's pretty cool to be able to press, you know, any one of your stun breaks and actually still have some damage pressure. I don't know. There's also, like, again, this is why I would just want to... God damn it, dude. This is why I would genuinely want to have, like, a conversation with Cal Cohan and just find out, like, what he thinks is fair, you know? Because... Also, none of my stuff is up, dude. This stream, man. Like... I want to have a conversation with him about some of this balance stuff. Like, what is fair? Like, how many... You know, do you think about how many stun breaks something should have? Do you think about, you know, Berserker being able to have more stun breaks than, say, something like Druid? Is that a balance consideration, or is that, like, you know, Necro being very limited to strength? I'd love to have him on one of my balance podcasts and ask him some of these questions. Not just like, hey, Cal, what's that, pseudo? Bladesworn sucks. No, just like I genuinely ask him, like, okay, does the availability of like certain conditions play in? If so, what do you consider? You know, like actually get answers to these things, and not to like be a nutsack and hold him to it. Like, oh, you said this once, and then, you know, design goals changed, because that's not fair. I'm sure they have to get an okay for every single balance stream they do, right? Like that's not fair. I work, you know, even consulting for a web design company. You can't, no matter how. You know, even if they stream World vs. World and answer balance questions every week, there's going to be nutsacks in chat that are like, you said this about Thief, or you said this about Bladesworn, or you said this about Druid, and now those, you know, why'd you nerf Arc Divider? It's like, it's not that simple. It's not. And I think the people that are here for build crafting, like Aries and Sudev and Maddie and everybody else who just hangs out, you people know that, right? You can have a conversation with these people. It's not the people who patronize channels like this. Yeah, nerf everyone, buff my buff specific, not just like buff Druid, right? Like buff specifically my Druid build, right? Like no, it's not that simple. It's especially with all the moving parts in this 10-year-old game with the limited design budget they have. It's absolutely not, especially for things like roaming builds for World versus World. But there are questions I genuinely would love to ask him as a person who's played this game for like 9-10 years, as a person who's extremely into build crafting. Like, you know, one of my favorite comments about them designing End of Dragon specs was like, he wanted Catalyst to have a smoke field. And I don't know if he said this to, like, as a joke, but he was like, yeah, I originally pitched for the earth field for Catalyst to be a smoke field, and they were like, no, don't give Ellie stealth. And for all the faults that I think Catalyst has, I almost think that might have been better. Because, like, Catalyst just having infinity stats, it probably, like, if it had a smoke field on the earth instead of the, like, weakness field that it can blast, like, weakness fields isn't bad. But there's no way in my mind that Catalyst would have had just the infinity rolling stats thing that it has if it genuinely had an earth field or a smoke field that it could blast with all the LE blast finishers, right? There's no way, not a chance, that it would just have infinity stats, right? So that would be probably a very different, or at least it wouldn't have had in PvP after a while. So that would be a very different Catalyst than what we have today. At least in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it would have infinity stats and a smoke field, but like, I'd love to know those balance trade-offs that they make, you know? I'd love to know that. I'd love to know if that was a joke when he said it, if he didn't genuinely internally pitch that. Like, even giving Ranger one stealth field, like, look at what I can do with that, right? Like, it's so fundamentally gameplay changing. Like something like stealth, right? Like, I'd love to ask him what's up with Celestial Gear. Like, genuinely, why does it have concentration and expertise? Is that considered balanced internally? You know, is the 5,000 stat thing genuinely balanced? Or do you have plans to maybe genuinely roll it back by a little bit? Is it just an accessibility thing so that new players can duke all the content in the game and then, like, they can't change it for World versus World, you know? Holy crap, I might actually get a camp, and then I need to call it because it's 1:20 in the morning. It's been a good conversation, though. Need to tweak this build a little bit, but I'm pretty enjoying it. Pretty much enjoying it. I don't know how well the tree's working, honestly. I need to figure out what pets are really good right now. Because Meta Battle's not helping. That shit is so out of date. No offense to Meta Battle. I love that you exist, but man, very out of date. Dang, I even have somebody to help me take the camp. It's too good. Yeah, if you're out there and you would like an invite to the roaming guild before the 12th, make sure to get your buddy to set the guild as well, Aries, VVOA. And hopefully we can have some duels in the guild hall if nothing else. Set it before the 12th. Wow, I am exhausted. The post-sickness exhaustion is hitting me, man. I'm gonna almost cap this camp because I don't think this guy tagged anything. Oh, I am tired. Come get the camp, bro. Stop auto-attacking the Dolyak and come get the camp. You can do it. Erwin the Dark, cap the camp. You're not even gonna, you literally don't care. Okay. That was a life choice. God fucking damn it! Oh my god, at least this is a 1v1, right? The dodge roller. Oh, Jesus. Somebody out there's trolling me hard. I can feel it. I like this weird Condi Spellbreaker thing, though. This is at least a 1v1. Getting cast skill? No? Alright. Me either. Hate one of my skills cast personally. To remind myself there's no gliding in World versus World. Wow, you weren't kidding. The pet is never in range for that signet. Like, actually, though. I'm so tired. I'm so out of it, man. I mean, fair enough. That was a cool duel. Yeah, there's kind of what he was running, where it was like the sword shield, or like offhand sword dagger offhand sword longbow thing that showed up in PvP. It was like very good. Yeah, Spellbreaker with Sally Gear's nuts. I don't know. I'm gonna look at the build, maybe add some more damage pressure, look at what other people are running. I still think Druid's kind of crap, but like I really want to make it work. So, and this is genuinely like the most fun I've had in World versus World last year. So we shall see. The offhand sword rip again is like so buggy. Guy has a dissertation of it on the forums, but yeah. It's been fun, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I'll do more streams later this week. Hopefully we can get some people into the Roman Guild. I'll have some real builds that'll be running next week. Not just stuff I'm working on stuff. Look out for the broken build video on Vindicator up on the channel tomorrow. Gotta remember to add that movement skill thing in tonight before I absolutely pass the ever-living fuck out. But thank you for joining. Thank you, Aries, for getting me the smoke scale. It's been probably worth it. I am Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, rest of the week. You have something for me. Do you really? I'm about to pass out, dude. What do you have for me? I am so tired. So tired. So tired. Please don't mail me any money. I will send it right back. That is a threat. I wish I could use chairs in World versus World, man. No alert. Mailing me. Have something from the Sunlight Jade people. Aries, can I log out? Yes or no? So tired. It's through Twitch? Oh my god, did you sub on Twitch or some shit? Dude, bro. Oh my god. I meant to set that overlay up, I didn't. If you did, thank you so much. Yeah, we do have emotes on Twitch and shit. I meant to set up a donation link as well, that just like, you know, that all that money's just going back to the guild. So if you did donate or if you did sub on Twitch, oh look, I opened Twitch and yeah, it's more people just streaming porn. Great. Thank you, Twitch. I will check that on the back end. If you did, thank you, Aries. I appreciate it. We're one sub away, if you did, from getting a second animated emote, so I will work on that for the rest of the week. Maybe I can have something for... I can let the guild decide on that, what they want. I had an idea, but it's kind of superfluous. But yeah, I am Pseudo. Thank you, everyone who did sub and whatnot, support on Twitch. All the money goes back into giveaways and stuff, so look out for more of that. I'm having fun with this build. Got to tweak it a little bit, but I am Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2. Thank you for joining, and I will see you in Tyria. Cheers.